Sometimes you just come across something that's just absolutely mind-blowing, and this is right up there. I'm going to save this for next week, by the way. By the way, next week my guest is going to be Hooked on OC. I'm going to be chatting with them. If you've never seen the show on WMDT, it's a great fishing show. Next week my guest is going to be check it out. Hooked on OC. It's on the weekends, I believe. I'm going to be chatting with them because if you've never seen the show on WMDT, it's a great fishing show. Next week my guest is going to watch it later. But Hooked on OC, it's on the weekends, I believe. Hooked on OC because if you've never seen the show on the exciting episode of the Delmarva Angler, I'm just chatting with them because if you've never seen the show on WMDT, it's a great fishing show. Next week my guest is going to watch it later. But Hooked on OC. All right, God bless. Take care of yourself and each other. Tight lines. Hope you get out there this weekend and you catch some fish. And I want to hear about it, by the way. I know Butch said some flounder were caught. That prize pack for the first flounder of 2016 still up for grabs. Just message me on Facebook with a picture. All right, take it easy. Have a good weekend.
Check.
Sam read The Fish Finder like his favorite book, then said, "Jeff, you got bait on your hook? There's a big one down there. It's a Chinook." He gunned the troller, gave me a look. He said we're right on him. Without missing a beat, yelled, "Drop your line down to 42 feet. If you don't screw up, it won't be long. Someone in this boat's gonna sing Fish On. Fish on, fish on. Do it by the hook, don't take too long. Set the hook, reel it in strong. Fish on, fish on. Well, he surfaced once, then swam back down. Sam said he's just about 29 pounds. I said, cut him loose. That ain't gonna work. Sam said, "Jeff, you stupid jerk." You know they don't bite like this all the time. I say, "Sam, we here on my dime. And I got a bet with my old friend Dan. I'm coming home with a 50-pounder in hand." Fish on, fish on. I may be crazy for letting him go, but I gotta think big to collect my dough. Fish on, fish on, yeah. Well, the boat went silent as we set him free. Sam just sat there staring at me, smoking a burro, spitting in the sea. I was getting hungry and I had to pee. Then just as we were about to give up and go home, I felt a tug on my rod like none I'd known. It was ominous, like a monster from the deep. I say, "This is the one I believe I'll keep." Fish on, fish on. Wind your line, got to make it whirl. You can't catch a king reeling like a little girl. You got fish on, oh, fish on. I was barely holding on when the fishmaster cried, "He's dragging the boat, taking us for a ride." I knew I needed all my strength right now. Then the fish yanked my ass from the stern to the bow.
Jesus Christ, that's a hell of a fish.
But I didn't let go, though my knuckles were white. I said, "Fish, I'm gonna win if it takes all night. I'm reeling you in, and that ain't all. I'm mounting your fat, scaly butt on my wall." Fish on, fish on. I got it. Close your eyes and quote the scripture, but first get a camera and take my picture. Fish on, smile real pretty. Fish on, whoa, whoa. It took 3 hours to get that bastard in the boat. We were taking on water, just barely afloat. When we reached the dock and the crowd gathered round, they said, "We heard on the air he was pulling you down." I said, "Don't believe all you hear, because it ain't always true. I was playing that king. It's my job. It's what I do." Then we hung him from the scale for the whole world to see. He was 3. Fish on! Fish on!
Especially want to thank all the little people too. Said fish on, fish on. Oh, hit him again, he's still kind of squirmy. Somebody call my damn taxidermy. Fish on, fish on.
From the first town in the first state, WXDE Lewis.
Delaware 105.9.
Everybody, howdy, howdy, howdy. Jim Weller here, and it is Saturday morning, March 26, 2016. Who'd have thought we'd have made it all the way through the week without any snow? So anyway, we are here. We are live inside Weller's Utility Trailers in Bridgeville, Delaware, and you're listening and watching, what's the name of the show? Jim Weller. Weller Does Delmarva. If you want to learn more about it, please like our Facebook page, which is Weller Does Delmarva on Facebook. And please check us out online at wellerdoesdelmarva.com. It's a weekly show, and today we're going to be with you for the full 2 hours, so you can watch this show from 7 to 9. I'm going to have a couple interesting specials. I have Dr. Trillia, sitting right here with me, Peninsula Chiropractic Center. We're going to be talking about health and wellness and what you can do to stay healthy. He has a chiropractic center. I'm also going to have Sean from First Class Heating and Air on, and plus I got a lot of other things to tell you about. So good morning. Thank you for tuning in. And I want to mention right off the bat, Walls Service Center, my good friend Colin Walls, located right downtown Milford on 220 Northeast Front Street. Going to be open today, actually, from 8 to noon. Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 5:30, and Saturday, 8 to noon. So they are an automotive repair facility, third generation, honest local business right downtown Milford, conveniently located. If you need something done, you can call and make an appointment, or you can go online to their website, which is wallservicecenter.com, and you can request an appointment there. So anyway, if you need your car worked on, tuned up, oil change, a new muffler, whatever you may need, an engine installed, a transmission installed, and you want to deal with somebody local, somebody that's honest, somebody that's fair, and somebody that knows what they're doing, I personally highly recommend Walls Service Center in Milford, 422-8110, 422-8110. I do want to mention something that I haven't mentioned before, really, but this is for the TV audience. If you are viewing us right now and you have something you want to promote, you have something you want to sell, you have a business or something like that, or something you want to say, we now have advertising opportunities available. So it's a 3-minute infomercial. This is going to be a little unique. Normally advertising is sold in a 30-second block or a 60-second block. We're going to try something different. We're going to give you a little bit more time to show a product. So let's just say you're a business and you have never promoted your business. This is very affordable. So I'm going to give you a phone number in just a minute. 3 minutes. Okay? It's called an infomercial. You will also be able to use it on your own website. Now, we do need to try to do it in one take. We don't want to do a lot of editing, but I'll help you through it. Be a lot of fun. Let's even say you have something you want to sell. You could have a piece of property you want to sell. You could have an automobile you want to sell. And we can, in 3 minutes, describe that thing and show it because we'll come to you. Okay? So if you have any interest in talking about this, it's more than I could say right now, but give me a call at 337-7300. I probably won't get back to you till Monday or Tuesday, but I'll be glad to talk to you about this. It's unbelievably affordable. We're just getting started with selling our TV infomercials. It's a brand new idea we just had, and Colin is going to be putting it all together, and I'm going to be helping him out, and we're going to help you get noticed or heard or seen or sold. Okay, so if any of those interest you, give me a call at 337-7300, and I'll explain all the details to you. And again, it's not free, of course, but it's going to be very affordable. And I've got some people I've been talking to that say, well, I've got this boat I want to get rid of, or I've got this car I want to get rid of, and I've not had no luck. I'm going to help you get that thing sold, okay? So that's our goal, that's our motive, and we're going to be selling some TV ads, and they're going to be called infomercials, produced by Colin Walls. And I'll help you through it, and it'll be a lot of fun, and we'll see what we can get done. So 337-7300 if you have any interest in being an advertiser during the TV part of this program. Now, in just a minute or two, we're going to also go live on Delaware 105.9 radio. So if you're watching and you say, man, I got to go, I got to get in my car, you'll be able to hear the show at Delaware 105.9. Again, this is a weekly show called Weller Does Delmarva. I am Jim Weller. We are here at Weller's Utility Trailers. Store's not open. It doesn't open till 9 because we don't want everybody in the background making a lot of noise or screaming and hollering when they hear how good the deals are or just going crazy. So anyway, high-fiving Brooks and all that stuff. So anyway, we're having a lot of fun. It's a good show. It's going to be a good show. It's Easter weekend also. And what is next? I said Weller's is going to be open. I'm going to do my Easter weekend special real quick. We have a Weller's discount card. If you can envision it, I'm holding up my fingers. It's about the size of a credit card. And it has all kinds of deals on it. And they're $15 each, and they're good for the rest of this year, okay? I mean, like Papa John's Pizza, buy a large one, get another one free. Hardee's, buy any thick burger, get another one free. Bethany Blues, 10% off. Applebee's, 10% off. Abbott's Grill, Milford and Laurel, 10% off. Burgers and Beans, 10% off. Professional Power Wash, 15% off. Nicola's, dine in or carry out, 10% off. Rudy's Diner, Rita's, Mama Maria's, Cafe Tamborelli's in Greenwood, McDonald's, The Palace, Snow Yo, Ducking Car Wash, Arby's, and Subway. So what I'm saying is you can go to Wellers.com and look at the card and see all the discounts. But here's what I'm doing for Easter weekend. You got to call and say I want one or two. You're under no obligation, but they're $15 each. Buy one, I'm going to give you 2 more free. That sounds like 3 for $15, okay? So you can do that once or you can buy more variations of that, but it's one way. $15, you get 3 of them for $15, okay? Now, when you go on the website, there's some other discounts there, but it still doesn't come out as good as 3 for $15. Well, if you buy 12 of them, it's 12 for $100, okay? All right, now, so 337-7300, 337-7300. Now, everybody, we're going to go on to the radio at the same time. So good morning to my Delaware 105.9 audience. It's Jim Weller, and we are live right here at Weller's Utility Trailers in Bridgeville City, Delaware. And we are got a lot going on. It's Easter weekend, so good morning. There's a lot of things happening. People's lives are rather busy. Yesterday was Good Friday, and I just want to say good morning. So you are listening to Weller Does Delmarva. I've got an action-packed show. I've got Dr. T from Peninsula Chiropractic Center here with me. We're going to talk about all kinds of health and wellness tips and ideas, and I'm going to try to come up with a question he's never answered before, okay? But he says he's about got them all. But anyway, I want to tell you about that. Weller's is going to be open at 9, and Brooks Ritter's joined me here, and I'm also going to have Sean from First Class Heating and Air on about the 8:30 time mark. So, good morning, good morning, good morning. We're streaming the show. Is that correct there, Mr. Ritter?
That's correct.
All right, so can people chat with you today or not really?
They can.
All right, so you can chat with Brooks. You go to WellerDoesDelmarva.com, and you'll be able to chat with him there. Is that right?
That's correct.
Okay, so other than that, I'm going to move on. Is that okay?
Sure.
I'm out of here. All right, so anyway, what is the first thing I want to talk about? Let me see. Wilson's Auction. My goodness, they had a big sale last week up at the Delaware State Fairgrounds, and today they're having another big sale right in Lincoln City, Delaware. So Wilson's Auction is located right on the highway. Now, you will notice if you've been on the highway in the Lincoln area, starting about where Fitzgerald's is, on down towards Ellendale, Route 113 southbound is missing in action. They have busted it up. They've dug it up. It's unbelievable. The machine they had out there just slamming the concrete and breaking it. But rest assured, you can get to Wilson's Auction, okay? So whether you're going north or south on 113, you can get there. And they're having an auction starting today at 10 o'clock this morning, and it will go all day and even into the evening. It's huge. So you can see all the different things if you go to their website, wilsonsauction.com on the web. Then on Tuesday nights, they have an auto auction. So if you're looking for a used car, you got one you want to sell, you got one you want to buy, either way, Wilson's Auction, that starts about 6 o'clock. And then next Saturday, April 2nd, they have an auction again in Lincoln. They have one every week, okay? But they also have another off-site sale with tractors and tools and equipment and personal property in Harrington. So Wilson's Auction. You say, how in the world do I get a hold of them? Because they're good if you want to buy something. It's a great place to buy something. If you want to sell something, it's a great place to sell something. I mean, they sell things. As you go to their website, you'll see everything from antiques to jewelry to glassware to tools to exercise equipment to furniture and so on. So that means if you have any of that you want to sell, they'll turn it into cash for you. They have a sale every Saturday right there in Lincoln. So you literally take it there and drop it off. I think it starts Wednesday. You can start taking things and drop them off because Tuesday it's an auto auction, so Tuesday nights. So anyway, if you want to sell something, you want to buy something, I highly recommend Wilson's Auction. Their phone number is 422-3454, 422-3454, wilsonsauction.com on the web. All right? So anyway, they also are kind of famous for no buyer's premium. And what that means is a lot of auction companies now, whatever you bid, you have to pay a little bit more, 10%, 12%, 15%, and you got to remember it while you're bidding. In other words, you got to say, okay, I'm at $114.80. How much do I have to add to that? At Wilson's, you bid $100, you pay $100. That's all there is to it. So no buyer's premium or penalty or whatever you call it there. Wilson's Auction, 422-3454 on the web, wilsonsauction.com. Dave Wilson and his team do a fantastic job. Now, I'm going to introduce you to the famous, infamous, world-famous Dr. T. Good morning, young man.
Good morning. How's everyone this morning?
Everyone is good. How are you?
Excellent. Great Easter weekend, and happy anniversary to you and your bride.
Oh, yeah, 38 years. We actually realized we were thinking about it. We were married in 1978. I graduated in 76, and I used to ride my bike to Dover to see her when I was a teenager. So we've been together 43 years. She is absolutely my better half, so when you see us, she's the better half.
I may have to agree with that.
And she's done a good job of putting up with me. So happy anniversary to Denise, and I'm blessed because of her. So I feel humbled.
You make a great team.
We do good. So anyway, Dr. T, Peninsula Chiropractic Center, right there on Route 13 in Seaford.
Yes, sir.
And how in the world's the world treating you?
It's blessed more than 100 people should be. It's been just a
nice.
great New Year and great Easter weekend. We had a great service last night at Crossroad. And
they do a great job.
Yes, they do a great job. I'm looking forward to Sunday service. So.
There you go. It's going to be good. He is risen.
He is risen.
Yep. All right. So anyway, you have a chiropractic center. So I wanted to ask you a question. You probably got it all thought out what you want to say, but I want to talk about auto accidents for just a minute, if I could. All right, I've met people, they'll get in a fender bender or an accident or something, and they'll be like, I'm fine, everything's good.
Exactly.
A couple days later, they're not feeling so fine, but they're feeling guilty.
Yes.
Like they're feeling like, I got in an accident, I said everything was fine, I don't want to be that person that somebody thinks is just wanting to make a big deal out of nothing, but I'm not feeling 100%.
Yes.
So what happens to somebody in an accident that they feel fine, and then all of a sudden they don't feel so fine, and would they even consider a chiropractor, or do they need to go to a neurologist, or where do they start?
Well, chiropractic.
Or is this too much to talk about?
I knew you would give me a spur of the moment,
okay.
So the wheels are turning. So
okay.
We'll give you an answer here.
All right.
Yes.
Stand by,
yeah. We see auto accidents almost every week. And,
okay.
And auto accidents are certainly 100% covered under chiropractic care. So
okay.
From an insurance standpoint.
Meaning if they don't have health insurance?
Yes, if they don't have health insurance.
Because it comes out of the auto insurance?
Yes.
Completely
different animal. Yeah.
Okay.
Completely different animal. And, if you have any confusion, again, rather than get into the insurance part, talk to Joyce, and she will straighten everybody out on who does what.
Just to be on the safe side.
Just to be on the safe side. But in reality, what happens, yes, as a matter of fact, we have found statistics that as slow as an 8 to 10 mile an hour car accident, which you can almost run that fast into someone.
That's true.
Can create up to a 20% disability. Now, no, not in all cases or not even in most cases, but it can. And what makes the difference? The difference is the position of the car and how you're hit. For example, I'll ask you, were you looking straight ahead? Did you know you were going to get hit? Were you hit from the rear or the side or the front? Were you looking in the rear view mirror? Were you looking in the side view mirror? Where was your headrest? See, all these things are critical because in even a small impact, it creates flexion, extension, and then what we call rise. So your head could rise over if you were looking, let's say, in the rear view mirror, side view mirror rather, and so your head was turned a little bit to the left. It would come up. And so the adrenaline from the accident, you many times have no pain, you feel fine. But then 2 or 3 days later, much like if you exercise today, you may not have pain today, but a couple of days later you start getting soreness, the lactic acid starts to pump up and all this kind of thing. So that is very more current or more normal than you think people do. They feel guilty. They say, man, I didn't feel anything.
Right.
And then 2 or 3 days later, I couldn't even hardly get up out of bed. Not uncommon. We see it all the time.
Really? So would you almost advise, if you're in any type of an accident, to get an adjustment or a chiropractic visit?
We tell people, no matter how low you're impacted, to at least come, let us evaluate you, see if we need to treat you, even if it's just as little as a week. Let us evaluate you and see you, because you also don't want to sign off on your auto accident. And many people make that mistake. They'll sign off, and I've had people as much as 4 to 6 weeks after an injury come in because the pain just got so unbearable from a very small impact.
Okay. So it's really no harm in asking. No harm in asking. The only harm is not asking.
That's correct. And we, just let us do a quick evaluation, find out where you are, ask you a few questions, again, like we just talked about, positioning of your head in the car and the seat, and then go from there. But yes, you should come see us first, we believe.
Okay. So, because I find chiropractic, I don't know what the word is, but I find it non-painful. In other words, non-painful, non-intrusive.
Yes.
In other words. And so what is it, 629-4344?
4344.
629-4344. If you just have a question. Now, you're not open today, right?
No, but someone's there will take the call. If they're not right there, they'll call you right back.
Okay.
So, yes, they'll even call you today.
Okay. Well, anyway, so, and you could say, look, here's what happened, or here's my insurance. Or if you've just never been to a chiropractor, that's what I find. Since I've been talking about Peninsula Chiropractic Center, people are saying to me, why would I go? And I'm like, why wouldn't you? I love it. In other words, why wouldn't you go to a chiropractor right down to, children's age, in other words.
Just had another child yesterday that the grandmother brought him in, again, because of ear problems.
Really?
So, yes, just 11-year-old young boy.
I have a granddaughter that has experienced better hearing through chiropractic care. All right, 629-4344 on the web. It's PeninsulaChiroCenter.com. Peninsula Chiro Printers. Oh, let me say it again. PeninsulaChiroCenter.com. Now, I don't want to allude to anybody's age. So I keep saying you've been in business over 25 years.
That's
okay?
Good. I like that.
Okay? All right. So, but you've been in business maybe 30 years?
Maybe 30.
Okay. So anyway, you were just a tyke when you got
started. That's it.
Right.
Dookie Howser, MD. I was Dr. T, DC, started when I was 7. So.
And you're a local guy?
I'm a local guy, born and raised in Delmar.
Okay.
And my new partner now is from Delmar.
Oh, that's right.
Dr. Bud. So we're very happy. We can cover all the gamuts. He's been out of school about 5 years now, graduated from the same chiropractic university I did.
Oh, did he really?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, anyway, let me think. 629-4344. They're right on Route 13 in Seaford. I deal there. Brooks deals there. My kids deal there. Everybody's kind of happy. We do appreciate the way you are so accommodating when I say got a little ache or pain or a little twinge or a problem. Brandon, I think, has really experienced a lot of help with headaches and so on. So, again, if you've never been to a chiropractor, I say check it out. If you've been regularly and not quite getting the results you hope to get wherever you're going, feel free to check them out. It's 629-4344, PeninsulaChiroCenter.com. If you have a question for Dr. T, you're going to have to communicate it to Brooks. We're going to have you. Can you stay for another little bit?
Love to.
Okay, after 7:30, we'll have you back on again. So if you're listening and you happen to have a question, you can shoot Brooks a message through wellerdoesdelmarva.com, right? And send you a message, okay?
Yep.
And he said, yep, twice. First time wasn't on mic. Second time was. I got it both times. But anyway, I'm a lip reader here. But anyway, so, or you could send me a message through Facebook. I'm Jim Weller on Facebook, all right? So that's that. Thank you, Dr. T. Hold tight, and we'll have you on again, okay?
I will be ready. Thank you.
All right. I highly recommend checking it out. Now, I want to talk about one more of my advertisers. It's that time of year. Grass is starting to grow, and things are happening, and it's Jerry Santoro. Jerry's Lawn Care, really good local businessman, been around and serving our community over 10 years now. He's been really pushing firewood, and I never really realized that people do buy firewood year-round. I had no idea. They don't use it for heating, but people like fire pits, camping, things like that. But they also, if they are outside and just have some activities, they like to end the night or the day with a fire. So I just didn't know it. But he sells seasoned firewood and has the best deal around on it. And it's truly seasoned. That's the important thing. Or if you just want to stock up for next year before next year's prices. So anyway, it's seasoned firewood, mixed hardwood, oak, cherry, and hickory, split and delivered. $175 a cord. Very good deal, and it's an honest cord of firewood. The other thing is, how in the world does he get all this firewood, you say? Well, guess what he does? He clears lots. So maybe you have a lot you want cleared. Maybe you're building a house. Maybe this winter has been played havoc on some of your trees, and you got a tree you want trimmed up or cut down or trimmed up. I don't know. It's like they trim it up or cut it down. But anyway, either way, he could do that, whether it's big tree, little tree, bunch of trees. Also, he does stump grinding, and he does stump removal if you don't want the stump ground. So who am I talking about? Jerry Santoro. It's Jerry's Lawn Care. And guess what else he does? He does lawn care. So if you're looking for somebody to do your lawn and you want to talk to him, he will come out. He could do lawn treatments, or he could cut your grass or whatever you want. It's Jerry's Lawn Care, 363-6025. 363-6025. On the web, it's jlc-llc.com. jlc-llc.com. Brooks, I want you to get yourself ready. I see your fingers are on the little knob over there.
I'm prepping myself.
I could see it. But anyway, did you want to talk a little bit, or what are your feelings today?
I can talk.
You can talk?
Yeah, the voice is working all right today.
Okay.
Don't have the lingering cough like sitting in the back of my throat at the moment. So.
At the moment. Oh, my gosh. You sound so encouraging.
No, I say that.
At the moment.
Yeah, now I say that I got a cough.
Okay. Well, anyway, when you're done coughing, come back to us. We have some questions for you.
Okay.
Tell me when you're ready. Oh, he really did have to cough. I thought he was kidding. I thought this was just part of his stick, his stage,
I'm acting.
his acting. And there's a bird out there digging worms out of the ground. I've never seen that before.
When you're hungry, you're hungry.
When you're hungry, you're hungry. A worm will do.
You got to do.
All right. Now, we have been busy here at Weller's Utility Trailers.
Yes, we have.
I do need to introduce you folks to everybody, okay? This is Brooks Ritter. If you want to see what he looks like, you can look him up on Facebook.
Yes, you
He's
can.
the Brooks Ritter there. But anyway, he is here. He's been with us for quite a few years. I've known him since he was just a little boy, and now he's a big man, and he sells for Weller's. Is that right?
That I do, yes.
That he does, and he is an awesome salesman. And I think today we're going to talk about what?
We're going to talk about kayaks.
Oh, you love these kayaks.
I love kayaks.
He talked me into selling kayaks.
Yes, it was my idea, so I figured.
Was it really your idea?
Well, I think I was part of the idea at least.
He was a big cheerleader, is what it was.
So I'm like, let's talk about
now
those.
you want me to buy canoes.
Canoes and paddle boats.
We don't have those yet, folks. He just yesterday demanded I order them. So.
Yeah.
All right, but we have kayaks.
We do have kayaks.
We literally have hundreds of them.
Yes.
Okay.
Like 300s of them.
Okay, I think it's 500 to be honest with you.
I think that's what we've ordered.
Okay.
But yeah, we have quite a few in stock, and we have lots of varieties.
Do we have 10 different models on display?
At least.
Really?
At least, yeah.
Well, that's quite impressive.
And there's probably 7 or 8 in the showroom, and then what we can't fit in the showroom, we have a trailer that has like a rack on it, and it has another 4 or 5 out there. So it's just all kinds of stuff. And then we have some boats we have 2 or 3 of one particular boat, but different colors.
Oh.
So
aren't you something?
Oh yeah,
Aren't you something?
We have a brand called Evoke.
Okay.
And then we'll have a color where it's called Sunset, and it's like a mixture of yellow and orange and red. Very beautiful boat.
Okay.
And you can actually look at Wellers.com and click kayaks.
So it's not just beautiful; it's very beautiful. Okay.
And you can click kayaks and then Evoke on our website, and you can actually see that color.
Is there prices on the website?
There is prices on the website.
Okay. I had somebody tell me they were at a big box store the other day and found us to be less expensive than a big box store. I said, well, that's great. I said, but not only that, not only are we less, it's easier to park here.
Absolutely.
It's easier to get back to your vehicle with a kayak in tow, in other words, and my guys will spend some time with you.
Absolutely.
Right. Do we sell many kayaks?
We do. We sell quite a few kayaks.
Quite a few hundred, as a matter of fact.
That's correct. And we actually have a 2-seater too. So some people are like, I want a kayak, but I'm not
do the
really
people
much.
sit back to back?
No. They actually there's a seat in the front. It's similar to a canoe where you got somebody in front and somebody in back.
Okay.
As far as where you're seated.
Okay.
But some people are like, I want to get out on the water, but I don't want to go by myself.
Okay.
So you can get
they want a witness to when they fall in,
or help.
Oh, help! Oh, okay. Somebody to take pictures. Yeah, somebody to video it.
Absolutely. So we actually have a 2-seater kayak. We actually have it in 2 different colors. We have it in ocean blue.
Okay.
And they call it lime green. It's not like super bright, so it's not.
Tell me
like,
this: do people have to like license these?
No, these boats you don't have to have. I mean, you can actually buy them today, be in the water today. You don't have to worry anything about registering it or licensing
So
it.
no motors to tune up or anything like that.
That's correct.
All right. And so, I mean, how does it work? Somebody can literally come in, look at a kayak, buy a kayak, take it with them, and go use it immediately.
That's correct.
All right. They need life jackets?
The life jackets. What you need to have a life jacket, you need to have a paddle, and you need to have a noise-producing device.
Okay.
And other than that, as long as you're not going out at nighttime, you're good. If you're going out at nighttime, you have to have a light.
Okay.
So we have flashlights here as well.
Get out of town.
Yeah, little ones, big ones, some as big as your head.
Oh, really? Wow, they're huge. What'd you say, Dr. T? How much does somebody's head weigh? 16 pounds? Did you tell me that one time?
The average is like 10 pounds. Mine's 16.
Oh,
but,
okay.
Yes.
All right. So anyway.
My wife says mine's more.
So you're saying that we have a light as big as my head that could weigh 10 to 16 pounds?
Not weight-wise,
but
okay. Size-wise.
Oh, okay. All right.
We have the paddles here. We have a couple different paddles to choose from.
Do we have them real nice carbon fiber?
Yes, we do have a really nice.
Do we sell many of them?
We do.
I know we sell them like crazy on eBay.
Yeah, they're a big hit on eBay, but we sell quite a few out of the showroom as well.
All right. So what do they do?
As in, they need to come. They need to come in.
He's thinking. Let's think about it. Call Earl.
No, they can give me a call. They can go to our website to see, get an idea of what we have.
All right.
Best thing to do is come in the store.
All right.
We have a thing here.
We're not in Lincoln.
It's called.
We're in Ellendale. We're not in Ellendale. We're in Bridgeville.
Yes.
Keep up with me.
You can try a kayak here at Weller's.
You sit right in it.
Yeah, well, actually, put it on the ground, sit in it. That way you can kind of get a feel how it feels, and then go from there. And we have 10 to 15 different.
Well, where do you go from there if you're sitting in a kayak? Where are you going to go?
Then you load it onto your vehicle, and then
while you're sitting in it.
No, after you get out of it.
Okay.
You're
saying they can just come in and at least sit in the kayak to see how it feels.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yep. And they're not going to.
Well, because I can't envision that in a big box store.
No, not at all. That kayak's going to stay right there until you buy it.
Okay.
And then there's all kinds of places around here that they can go.
Right here on this property.
Not on the property, in the area. There's Newton's Pond right in Greenwood.
We should dig a pond.
We should. That would be
That's
cool.
no joke. We should go across the street, dig a pond, buy a monster truck, and for the kayaks, and just drive through that thing.
We'll have to give Jerry a call so he can clear some woods for us.
Yeah, and then dig a pond.
And then you could buy a kayak and then go out and go have fun.
That's right.
We'll stock it.
Or don't buy it and have fun.
We'll stock it with some trophy, trout and bass.
Yeah.
And go out and go fishing.
We'll be trying to figure out, do they make fishing kayaks? So, anyway. All right, 337-8228, folks. If you want any more on that info, Brooks Ritter's the man. You can give him a call, 337-8228, Wellers.com. Any other comments, thoughts, or anything else?
That's it at the moment.
You did wonderful.
We can talk more about it here in a little bit.
What, are you threatening me?
No.
We're going to talk about kayaks more?
I'm sure you're going to come back to me here just shortly. So
you're hoping and praying anyway. All right, everybody. I forgot to mention my special. I think I did mention it. I don't know. Did I? Didn't I?
You did mention it.
I need to hear from the audience. So, anyway, we're looking for more people to like our Facebook page if that's at all possible, okay? So where is our Facebook page? It's actually on Facebook, believe it or not. And we have Weller Does Delmarva. We've got Weller's Utility Trailers. We've got Weller Sheds and Carports. And, of course, feel free to friend request me. I am the Jim Weller, not the one from Alaska, not the one from Chicago or Ohio, but the one from Delaware is the one I am, okay? So anyway, I did want to say happy anniversary, Denise. If you happen to be listening, I did feed both the dogs, the dry. I didn't feed them any of what you call the wet. I didn't feel like opening the cans. But anyway, the dogs have been fed dry. The cat has been fed dry. And I actually washed your car before I left. No, I didn't. But I made sure it was still there. So anyway, happy anniversary. So what is next? We're going to take a break here in a minute from the radio, but we're going to stick right with the TV crowd. So if you're listening on the radio, you can switch over to Cozy TV on Comcast 204, Mediacom 99, and watch us. All right, we'll be right back on the radio. And for the people watching right here live on Cozy TV, thank you for tuning us in. We're going to be with you till about 9 o'clock this morning, and we have a lot to tell you about. I mentioned this earlier, and I want to hit it again just in case you're saying, what did he say? What I said was this. Let me break it down for you. We have advertising opportunities. Now, what does that mean? It means, let's say you own a business, and you're sitting there thinking, how in the world can I tell more people about my business? Well, I can tell you how. You advertise, and you say, oh, I can't afford it. It's too expensive. I got a deal for you, okay? We have a very interesting thing that Colin Walls and myself have thought up. And what it is, it's called an infomercial, because normally you buy advertising 30 seconds, a minute at a time. But if you're new to advertising, you might say, man, I want to expose my business or my ideas or my thoughts, or I want to take this product and show somebody all about it. And I can't do that in 30 seconds or 60 seconds, but I can't afford what it would normally cost to be on TV for 3 minutes. But I've got a deal for you, so I want to let you know if you want to talk about it, I'd be glad to talk to you about it. So it would be if you own a business, if you have a product you want to promote, or let's just say you have a car you want to sell or a boat you want to sell. I got some ideas there. Or let's say you're a car dealer. This is where it would get real interesting. And you say, well, I want to highlight this car this week and this car this week. And this advertising opportunity is during my show on Saturday mornings, but it's also, I believe, from 5:30 in the morning till 7 o'clock in the morning, Monday through Friday. You can purchase an ad right here on Cozy TV in the Dan Gaffney Show also, okay? So if you have any interest in discussing this in any way, shape, or form, my name is Jim Weller. My phone number is 337-7300. That's 337-7300. You give me a call. You're going to get a voicemail. You leave a message. I'll probably get back to you Monday or Tuesday. It's not going to be no high pressure, nothing like that. I'm just going to break it down for you, tell you how much it costs. It's very simple. It's not a 13-week commitment. It's not a year-long commitment. I just need you to do it for about 6 times because I want you to get some results. If you do it once or twice, you're not going to get any results. You need to advertise a little bit to get some results. Very affordable. And I would love to talk to you if you want to talk about it. 337-7300. Now, we're sitting inside of Weller's Utility Trailers in Bridgeville. You have heard and seen Dr. Trillia from Peninsula Chiropractic Center. He's going to talk to me again in just a few minutes. So if you're watching and you have a question for him, you can, what do you got to do? You got to send me a message through Facebook if you want. You can send Brooks. You can chat with Brooks at wellerdoesdelmarva.com if you want to do that. And if you have a question, we'll ask him and see if he can answer it. He's pretty smart. I find that he's pretty hard to trip up. So he's a very intelligent man, even though he says that he's not as smart as he looks. Well, I forgot what he said. But anyway, I'm just messing with him, everybody. This is live TV. So what else did I want to tell you about? As far as Facebook. Oh, we're coming back. All right. Well, we're going to be back in just a minute on the radio. So you're going to be sharing this show with more people. We also stream this show. So we're back on the radio? All right. Well, we are back on the radio. So good morning again to everybody. So we are on Delaware 105.9. So good morning. It's Easter weekend. We thank you for tuning in. This is Weller Does Delmarva. We are also live on Cozy TV, which if you're listening on the radio and you want to watch it on TV, it's My Cozy TV. It's Comcast 204, Mediacom 99, and then it's on the air at 31.2. So we're going to be on till 9 o'clock this morning. We also stream this show at wellerdoesdelmarva.com, and you can go back later and watch it. So you can watch it live or later. We have, I think, people sitting in Florida on a semi-regular basis enjoying the show. So good morning, Dave and Linda, if you're watching. And I think Stan the Fan is usually up in the Smyrna area, keeping an eye on us and making sure we're doing everything right. Plus, we have a lot of other people keeping an eye on us. So thank you for tuning in. We have a lot of fun with this show. And I wanted to talk about Weller's Utility Trailers. We're going to be open here from 9 to 1 today. Now, if you are listening to me, I want to tell you, we're going to be extremely busy today. Yesterday was evidently a holiday, and we got everything done. But today, we've got one man out sick. Brandon is sick, And so if you talk to Brandon, he is the hardest working person here. And so that means the hardest working person here is out sick today. And so it's going to be a load on everybody else.
What was that? I missed something there.
You're not in those meetings, okay? When I talk to Brandon, he reminds me that he's the hardest working person at Weller's, okay?
Okay.
And I don't know if he's kidding or serious, all right? So I try not to laugh. But anyway, he's a hard worker is what I'm saying.
He's a hard worker. I'll give him
so
that.
when he's missing, we're going to notice it. And today, being a holiday weekend, is going to be
really
insane.
Yeah.
We're going to really notice it. So if you're coming today, you're welcome. And we want you and we need you. But be prepared. It is probably going to be a 10 or 15 trailer day.
Absolutely.
Okay? And you figure the average trailer takes an hour. You know, you've got 15, 20 minutes just in paperwork, and most people spend a half an hour to an hour making up their mind on the trailer.
And we're only open for 4 hours.
And we're only open for 4 hours. So just envision what that's like. So anyway, yesterday, what did we sell? 7?
We sold 7.
Yeah, we are in the trailer business. There's no doubt about it. We're very pleased to offer the selection we do. That is what separates us from everybody else. 2 things, the amount of time and service we'll give you and the selection that we have. In other words, I meet people every day. They're shopping. They're shopping price. Okay, well, how do you even know when you've hit a good deal? If you go to a place and they sell one brand of trailers, how do you even know if you've picked the right brand unless you look at more than one brand? Well, how can you afford the time to go to 5 or 6 different places? So we make it easy for you. Let me break it down for you. We have 15 brands here.
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
Maybe 10 or 12. I don't know exactly. But we've got the brands of trailers here. So if you're looking for something as simple as a 5x8 landscape trailer, you can look at one, a 5x8 with a mesh floor and 12-inch tires. You can look at a 5x8 with a wood floor and 12-inch tires, a 5x8 with a wood floor and 13-inch tires, a 5x8 with a wood floor and 15-inch tires, a 5x8 with a wood floor and 15-inch tires and a pipe top rail. You can look at one that's made out of all angle iron, and then you can look at an aluminum one. And that's just in open trailers. And then you go into enclosed, and it gets even crazier. And you say, why would you stock so many? I'm passionate about making sure my customers get the best bang for the buck. I've never met a deal I couldn't beat. So if you're shopping around and you think you found one online, or you think you found it up the road or down the road and the guy's cheaper, you got to figure out why he's cheaper. He ain't cheaper because he buys more. He's not cheaper because he sells more. So there's something missing. And the problem is, the guy who's cheaper knows it. You're the one who's got to figure it out. And we tell people that all the time. They just seem to think that some little trailer place that sells 100 a year can buy better than a store that sells 1,000 a year. Well, that logic would tell you, I mean, that's how the big box stores survive. They do it on their buying ability, So we have the product, we have the price, we have the staff, and all we need is you. We'll work hard for you. We're honest. We're fair. We're square. We've been in business 42 years. Think about that. 42 years of doing business in Lower Delaware. I was 16 years old when I started. And actually, I bought the place in Lincoln, and I worked there since I was 9. So I worked for Maypop. It was called Maypop Tire Company. And at 16 years old, I purchased it and called it Weller's Tire Service. So anyway, and that's technically still the name of our business, even though we say it's Weller's Utility Trailers. So bottom line is, we are in business. We are here for you before, during, and after the sale. We would love the opportunity to earn your business. Do we realize we're not going to get them all? We're not going to get them all. I got that. But we're going to try to get them all.
Absolutely.
And, you know, sometimes we just have to let our competitors have one. You know what I mean? We want them to survive too, you know? Mm-hmm. If we all survive and thrive, we all grow. That's the way I look at it. Yep. Brooks, I got way off track there, didn't I?
Just a little bit, but...
All right. So anyway, can I talk about Mid-South Audio?
Yes, good people.
All right. If I were to decide to put on a big concert, I guess there's now going to be a shortage of country and western events around here this year, in other words. So let's just say I wanted to put on a big event, inside or outside. Here's what Mid-South Audio has to offer. They offer the sales, service, or rental of the following things. So you can buy them, you can rent them, or they can service them. sound equipment is what I'm talking about. So starting with a soundboard, in other words. So they have soundboards they rent or sell or service. They have the wires that hook to them. Then those wires go to an amplifier. They have the amplifiers. Then those wires go to speakers or monitors. Then they also have microphones, and they have all the wires that go with these things and stands, and then the little things that the wires run through. And then you say, well, I need some lighting. This is indoor, outdoor. I want some mood lighting, or I want some lighting. I want to get, some light on that shiny head or whatever. So anyway, I'm just letting you know they offer lighting. So they do it all is what I'm trying to say. So they have the equipment. Then you say, well, I need a stage. I need a big one. They have stages, and then you need some platforms to go on it. And then you're going to bring in the artists. They're going to fly in. So they don't bring their drum set with them on the plane, but they need a drum set. They rent drum sets. They didn't bring their keyboard. They rent keyboards. And like I said, amplifiers and monitors and so on. So everything you would need to put on an indoor or outdoor event, whether it be the staging. Then you say, well, I need something to keep the crowd back, crowd control barrier. They got that. They got it all. How am I going to get the lights up? They do it all. So they can rent you, sell you, or work on all of these different things. And you say, now that I've rented all this, I have no idea how to operate it. No problemaente. They can help you with that too. So in other words, whether you need somebody to operate it, I was at an auction not too long ago where the microphones and the speakers and all that, they provided all of that. And then there was some musicians playing. They provided them with all their stuff too. So they can put this inside or outside. And then you might have a building that you're building, or you might be building a new church or a hall or a facility, and you're going to have bingo once a week, or weddings or receptions or whatever, and you need a PA system, or you're just having a party, a graduation party or an anniversary party or something. You just need a portable PA system. They have that too. So they have it all is what I'm saying. And all you got to do is call and talk to them. Been around for many years, and it's called Mid-South Audio. And on the web, of course, it's midsouthaudioCom. MidSouthAudio.com. The phone number is 856-6993, 856-6993. Kevin Short is the man. You give him a call. Tell him you heard about it on Weller Does Delmarva, and he will take good care of you. And if he doesn't, let me know. But anyway, he's a good man. I'm going back to Dr. T, so let me think of a good question for him. I don't really have one, but I'll let him lead his part of the radio show. All right, Dr. T, good morning.
Good morning.
How you holding up?
Excellent, thank you.
I appreciate you getting up and getting here so early.
Well, I was a little concerned. It was dark when I got here, and then you said we were in Lincoln. I thought, oh, man, I've driven way too far. So I'm glad to know we are in Bridgeville.
Yeah, we are in Bridgeville.
Okay,
so, man, I get my towns mixed up. It all blends. It's Sussex County.
I understand.
It's easier to say Sussex County. So you got anything of something recently that you've done or has happened that you want to say, man, we really experienced this, or how's business in general, and what's going on?
We've had a very good year. We've got just a great team. I mean, I just can't share with you how great the team we have just with what we do, with all the projects we have. My wife runs all of our companies. We have several different things we do, and she keeps everything flowing. And girls in the office do just a great job. Dr. Bud's awesome, Doc. So I've been just extremely blessed. And who do we treat? Well, we believe God made the body to heal itself. We just do crazy stuff throughout life that screws it up.
Right.
We fall off bikes and off horses and out of trees and down steps and have car
ladders
accidents
and so on.
Little stress throughout life. We overeat. We under-exercise. We don't drink enough water. So all these things create health issues. And so we've always believed 60 to 80 years old should be middle age. I've pushed that since I've been in practice. And to get there, you've got to take care of this machine. Doesn't mean you need to work out 4 or 5 hours every day. There's some small, mild things that you can do and minor things, but structure has a direct link to function. Mm-hmm. So you can have the best body on the beach, you can have the best Jaguar there is in the lot, but if the front end's out of alignment, it's still going to run poorly.
True.
So
still gets down the road.
Still gets down the road.
Doesn't operate efficiently. Right.
And so where do we start? Well, we start with my children. Literally, I adjusted them since the day they literally came out of the womb. This is the other part. People get confused about that because not all adjustments are the same. The pressure that I use on them would be far different than I'd use on an Olympic weightlifter.
Right.
So we have all these different techniques. That's where experience
comes in.
Yes, we have many different techniques to adjust literally to that person's body's needs.
Okay.
So young kids need to see us because they're falling when they start to walk. They're falling off tricycles and bicycles and these type of things. So teens, with all the stress that they're going through and playing sports.
Yes.
Young adults need to come see us as they start into the business world. Even if there's studies done that they took a group 60 years old and older, and just 8 to 12 weeks of proper exercise and biomechanics could create their body parameters to be 10 to 20, not weeks or months, but years younger by just doing the right things. By that I mean like lowering blood pressures and lowering pulses. Stuff we can't get into today, but all the things that we're trained to help, because medical school and chiropractic school is the same length of time. The difference is after the diagnosis, where medicine has 3 things: to inject you, drug you, or cut you. And sometimes those things are needed, but we say, let's try everything first. And all the docs that refer me, we have medical doctors refer us all the time, patients every week. So if you know something they don't, let me know why you shouldn't see me.
Right. So you're saying, I mean, it's just a thing that once a month? Is that too much, or?
No, I get adjusted at least twice a month. My team members get adjusted at least once to twice a month. So it depends on your stress level, both physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, financial, however much stress you have, determines what setup we do for you.
Because everything is affected through the spine.
The central nervous system, yes, sir.
The central nervous system.
It runs everything. The brain sends a message down the spinal cord, and it exits to your eyes, to your ears, to your heart, liver, lungs, spleen, kidneys. It's not just for back
even
pain.
right down to if somebody feels like they're getting a cold.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's amazing, isn't it?
You want the immune system firing at 100%.
Right.
So,
You want to
and then
fight
we
it
might
off as
tweak
hard
their
as you can.
nutrition a little bit. We might talk to them about a little bit.
Because you're like a
more
wholeness
exercise.
center. You could,
Yes.
you can guide people in many different ways.
Yes, we look at the holistic approach of wellness to the body.
Well,
Exactly
all right.
right.
How long have you been in business?
We've been there just a little over 30 years.
Okay.
And,
right there on the highway?
Right there on the dual highway.
Okay, right on Route 13 in
Yes.
Seaford. What is the exact address?
26685 Sussex Highway.
26685 Sussex Highway.
As you're coming north, let's say from Laurel past Hertrick Buick Pontiac on the right, you'll see a 4-foot spine mailbox. And if you miss that, I say go on in town, get your glasses, come back and see me. So that's where we are. We have a big blue sign that says Peninsula Chiropractic Center.
So how does it normally work? People give you a call and say, I'd like to schedule an appointment.
Yes.
Now, in my case, when I call, I got a problem. So they have been very accommodating, in other words, and I appreciate that. But people give a call, they go in, and they just do a normal, hi, I'm so-and-so, here's what I'm experiencing, or I'm not experiencing anything, and I just want to start seeing if chiropractic care can make me feel better.
Yes.
Okay. And then you may do an adjustment. You may not do an adjustment. You may ask them to have x-rays or something.
That's right.
You just never know.
Never know.
Okay. If they're listening and they say, I have health care, but I have no idea what it does or doesn't do for me, chiropractic-wise, because I've never used it, they can make a call.
Make a call.
Joyce will get back to them and say, look, here's what you got. Here's how it works. It isn't going to cost you anything. It is going to cost you some. It's a deductible. It's a copay, or it's 100% covered.
And that's
she's the one.
She's the one. That's why we have people answer the phone, every day, all the time. Okay. And our hours are great because we have people start in about 7:30 in the morning, and sometimes we're there as late as 7 at night.
I noticed that.
Yes. Yeah. And so we did that so we can accommodate and get people in, and we try to spread them out so people aren't jammed so we don't get too far behind. Okay. Once in a while we'll have emergency. People understand that. We run a little bit behind. But because we have 2 docs there, we can constantly schedule to get people in and out to help them look better, feel better, and live longer, and that's our objective.
All right. Well, I thank you very much for being on. I thank you for supporting the show. Anything in closing?
I thank you, Jim, and I want everybody to have a blessed Easter weekend, and remember why he died on that cross for us. It's very important.
Right. It is.
And, again, if you're looking at it, rose again, and is still, here directing us each and every day. But I want to thank everybody that, on the Eastern Shore, and Delmarva has been great to me. Thank you for your show and all your time.
Thank you.
And thank my team, just awesome. And please, if you're just interested in looking better, feeling better, or living longer, it's worth a phone call.
Right.
We'll even do a complimentary consultation if that's what we need to share with you what we do and how we do it.
629-4344. 629-4344. Give them a call.
Indeed. Have a blessed day.
Thank you, my friend.
Thank you.
Have a good weekend.
You too, brother.
Okay. All right. Dr. T, Dr. Bud, they both do a great job. I deal with them, and I know many people that do. They've done a good job of serving our community and their customers. And check them out. You got nothing to lose. Okay? Brooks, where in the world did I leave off? I just got done with Dr. T. Let me talk about L&W Insurance. I haven't done that quite yet. What are you getting ready to say? Nothing?
Nothing.
You're getting too excited. You're jumping all up. He's getting ready to sell something. Anyway, L&W Insurance Agency is my insurance company that I deal with. They offer health insurance. They offer life insurance. They offer homeowners. They offer car insurance. They offer commercial coverage, workman's compensation, all kinds of things. So if you need insurance, you don't have to own a business to deal with L&W. You can be just an individual needing homeowners or car insurance, or you might want to talk about some life insurance or disability insurance. They can help you out. Now, where are they located? They're in Dover, but you can give them a call and talk to them on the phone. Of course, they also have a website. But if you're listening and you say, well, I'm already properly insured, I have all the insurance I need. Well, that's good. I'm glad you do, because I want everybody to be properly insured. So then the next question is, you need to make sure that you have the adequate coverage for your situation. I hear stories every now and then. Since I've been advertising for an insurance company, I have many people share their insurance stories with me where they had a claim or had a problem or had something go wrong and it didn't go just right because they didn't have it insured or have it insured for the right amount or whatever. This is what I like about L&W. They get involved. They want to know who you are, what you do, what you got going on, and make sure that you are properly and adequately covered. So how in the world do you get a hold of them? It's 856-7828, 856-7828. You give them a call. Their website's lwinsurance.com. And like I say, even if you have insurance and you want to get a second opinion or have them look at what you've got and make sure you're adequately covered, we live in a day and time where a lot of people, they just buy insurance somewhere where they don't really talk to anybody and they just say, I got this year make model vehicle, but they really don't know what their deductibles are or aren't or what is or isn't covered. And, man, it's terrible when you find that out when you have a problem. So let L&W guide you through the process. They're a local company, and they're right there in Dover, and they'll take good care of you. It's 856-7828, 856-7828. Bill Strickland and his team do a wonderful job. I'm a very happy customer, and I think you will be too. So, again, give them a call, 856-7828, lwinsurance.com. All right, I have Brandon Ritter's name down here, and he is not going to be here, so that means
we're going to call him,
right? I get to talk. Yeah, we're going to call him. Boy, he'll love that, won't he?
Yeah.
Anyway, poor Brandon is out sick, all right? So I don't know what the Easter Bunny's going to do with all the stuff for Brandon. Maybe he'll drop it off here, and we can munch on it. But anyway, Brooks, earlier you mentioned kayaks, okay? I really have thought about kayaking since you mentioned it, and also since we sold it. What a great way to get out and about.
Oh, yeah.
In other words, just to get out and relax and de-stress a little bit. You know, take your kids or take your spouse or whatever and just get a little exercise, breathe some fresh air. You just pick them up. How much does a kayak weigh? Can one person carry a kayak?
Absolutely. I mean, and there's different sizes, so different sizes come with different weights.
You mean some people are taller, some people are shorter. Is that what you mean?
Some kayaks are 8 foot, some kayaks are 10 foot, some are 9.
Okay. You mean the kayaks could be different sizes?
Absolutely.
I thought you meant the customers could be.
Well, they can be too.
And that's why we let them sit in them.
That's correct. And then we also,
That's hard to do online, ain't it?
It is. And depending on the size of the customer would depend on the size of the boat you want to go with.
Correct.
Because,
Because width and length has to do with height and weight.
That's correct. You're not going to want to take somebody like of my stature, a bigger gentleman, and
I didn't hear you. What'd you say?
I'm a bigger gentleman, and putting me in a small 8-foot boat, it's not going to be as stable. I'm going to want a little wider boat, a little longer boat, because it disperses the weight better. It allows you to sit in the water.
So what size
differently.
kayak? If somebody was listening and they wanted to buy Brooks Ritter a kayak as a present, what size kayak would Brooks Ritter take?
Probably a 12-footer would be the best fit
12-footer.
for myself.
Okay,
yes.
and how tall are you?
I'm 6'4".
Okay.
I'm a fan of the sit on top.
Why?
I just like how they're set up. I like the freedom of being able.
You want to be able to get out quick.
If I want to get into the water.
If there's a fire, you want to get out quick.
If there's a fire, we got real problems. But I want to be able to get in the water if I want. Like I went kayaking towards the end of the summer last year with my dad, and we went out and we were just going. I was getting a little warm, so I just took my leg and kind of laid it over the side in the water, just sat there for a little bit, let the current take me, and I tell you what, it was like instant air condition.
Really?
Yeah, it cooled my body right down. So I like the freedom of being able to do that. You can do that on a sit on top versus a sit inside.
Okay.
But a sit inside's more, you can use it more year-round because they make things called skirts that hook to you and then hook to the boat, which makes it watertight.
Where do you get them at? You
can actually get – we have skirts here for sale.
Really?
Uh-huh.
I didn't know that.
Yep.
So what, they snap on the kayak and go all around you?
Yeah, and then they only work on certain kayaks, but if you look at like, a lot of the
Or do you just put it on your body and it's like a tutu?
Well, it hooks to the boat, too.
Oh, okay.
Because if it doesn't hook to the boat, it would kind of be pointless. Oh. You would just be wearing a skirt. But, you know, that keeps the water out.
Can you get one of these and put it on for the camera?
I don't know about that.
Okay. Go ahead.
But, you know, that's an option for a sit-inside kayak. If you're wanting to kayak, you know, you could be kayaking now. It's a little cool, but you could use something like that, keep you a little more dry, less likely to get wet and cold.
Right.
So they make them more like all-weather kayaks.
Wow.
Might even be a good idea.
That stuff for real?
Yeah.
Or are you just messing with me?
No, we have them. Might even be a good idea, you know, when it snows, you know, you could use it as a sled. You know, wear the skirt too, keeps the snow from coming in the boat.
Hey, when they call a state of emergency, we could pull each other up and down the highway.
That would be fun.
Until we got caught.
But, you know, we were talking about digging a hole over there and fishing. We have fishing kayaks too.
Really?
Yeah, we have a few different
What's different about a fishing kayak?
Well, the kayak itself is pretty similar to the other kayaks. The difference is they have, like right behind your seat, there's a couple of fishing rod holders.
Oh.
And then between your legs, there's also an adjustable fishing rod holder.
Because it's probably pretty hard to paddle and hold a fishing rod.
That's correct. So you just stick them in there, you know, or cast it out, stick the fishing pole in there, and you can have a couple of lines out in the water and be in the kayak at the same time.
Right. Tell me about this $188 kayak.
Okay.
All right. Who buys that?
A lot of people buy it. It's very popular for the beginner, the person that's never been in a kayak before.
Because if you look online, you'll see used kayaks, $150, $200.
That's correct.
So these $188 ones are new, or they
are brand new,
or what?
No, brand new kayaks.
Brand new.
And on top of that, they even come with a paddle, and that's a $40 value in itself.
Okay.
So it's real good.
That's included with the $188.
Correct.
Okay.
That's correct. It's real good for
Can we see one? Where are they? Is that one right behind me?
The yellow one right behind you.
Oh, the yellow one. This one is a different one. Okay, I see. Every one of these kayaks is different, it looks like.
That's correct. They all have different options.
Okay. All right. So, but if a person's listening and say, man, I ain't never kayaked in my life, the last thing I want to do is spend $300 or $400 on a kayak and not like it. You're saying for $188, they get a kayak with a paddle.
That's correct.
Okay.
It's an 8-foot kayak.
Okay.
It's got a 28-inch. Yeah, sit inside. It's 28 inches wide, which is a good.
But for $199, they can get a sit on.
That's correct. If they're like me and want to have the option of being able to just roll on out of it and get in the water or use.
So they can come in here 9 o'clock, buy one, and go.
Absolutely.
And be using it by 9:30.
And that kayak is only 27 pounds.
Really?
So most people will be able to
carry that with one hand.
Grab the kayak, pick it up, and go.
Wow.
So very, very, very user friendly, and you could be in the
water.
Very
affordable, and if you don't like it, you can get back out of it for not much.
Yep. And we have life vests too, so you can pick up a life vest.
You can be done here and roll.
Yep.
All right. Can I say thank you for stopping by?
No problem.
Thanks,
I'm going to go ahead and head on home. So.
Okay, you head on home. Go see if your brother's okay.
I will.
All right, you got a busy day ahead of you. So anyway, we're going to be on until 9 o'clock here. You are listening and watching the Weller Does Delmarva show. I got Sean from First Class Heating and Air. He'll be on about 8:30. I got some really good questions for him. Is Jason going to be on with me at any time?
He is. He's going to be on in the next half hour.
Jason Troyer.
Yeah.
Okay, one of my 2 favorite son-in-laws.
Yeah, this is going to be fun because he's not a big fan of the camera and the microphone. So.
Does he know we're going to be on TV, or does he just think it's radio?
We probably shouldn't tell him. I think he thinks it's just radio.
Just radio. All right. So anyway, folks, you are watching and listening to Weller Does Delmarva. Want to let you know we're streaming the show, which means you can go back and watch it later if you want to also. I didn't mention my special again, but that's okay. Do want to say again happy anniversary to my young bride, Denise. Oh, for me, being married all these years, we're celebrating our 38th anniversary, but she reminded me last night, we went together 5 years before that. Can you imagine that?
Yeah,
I've been with her for 43 years, and I've actually been in business 42 years, so she don't know nothing but being in business.
Wow.
Isn't that something?
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, we started young, we started early, and we have done well, and she has been a blessing to me. And if you know Denise, you can tell for sure very quickly she's my better half. She's the better half of me. But anyway, so For her, it's probably been like one big, long stress test.
That's what I was thinking.
So, the many seasons of Jim Weller. So, today is the day, our anniversary. Now, what is next? I think we're going to take a break from the radio in a minute or two. And so, radio folks, stay tuned. We'll be right back with some more Weller Does Delmarva. And for the people watching on Cozy TV, I got a couple things I want to tell you about. So, here we go. First of all, I mentioned earlier, if you have any interest in advertising or promoting your business or selling a product or anything like that, I got some ideas I want to share with you. But we've got this 3-minute infomercial idea, which we've already talked to some people about, and they're very excited. And that could be any time during this show, the Weller Does Delmarva show on Saturdays, but it also could be, if you want, on Monday through Friday, from 5:30 to 7 in the morning. Dan Gaffney's show is here on Cozy TV, and a large audience there also. So if you have something you want to talk about, promote, or whatever, I would love to talk to you. A lot of people know that I do love to advertise. I do love to promote. Some people think I'm halfway good at it, and I can help you get the word out. So give me a call. It's 337-7300, or if you want to email me, it's jim@wellers, WELLERS.com. Now, the next thing I want to tell you about is the Wellers discount card, okay? It's a little card. It looks just like a credit card. If Jason is here and he can give me one of them, I'll take one of them, the Wellers discount card or whatever. But it's a neat little card. And what it is, it's a card that every single time you use it, it gives you discounts at different businesses. And you can use it again and again and again. I've had some people think that when they use it, they end up having to surrender it. You keep it. So you just use it again. So if you, for example, go to McDonald's, you get a quarter pounder with cheese, you get another one free. Okay, think about that. A quarter pounder with cheese free. Every single time you buy one, you get one free. Rudy's Diner in Harrington, 10% off. Go there and have a $10 or $20 meal. You save $1 or $2 right there. Thank you. This is what it looks like, folks, okay? Just want to show it to you. It's laminated. It's a nice little plastic card. It's good for all of 2016, the whole rest of the year. And here's the deal. I mean, Nicola Pizza's on there. What I like about Nicola's, it's not just dine in. It's dine in or carry out. You got Mama Maria's in Milford, 10% off. Rita's, 10% off. Rudy's Diner, I mentioned. Snow-Yo, 15% off. The Palace in Milford, 10% off. Cafe Tamborelli's, $20 purchase or more, you get a free cannoli. Okay? They're very good. Subway, buy a 6-inch sub and a 30-ounce drink, and you get another sub absolutely free. Okay? I wanted to also tell you that the Duck Inn Car Wash in Milford or Seaford is on there. Professional Power Wash. Listen to this one. So you're going to get your house power washed, and I deal with Scott. That's Scott Sockrider. Very happy with him. $200, $300 job. $200 job, you get 15% off. That's $30 right there. So then you turn it over, and there's more. There's Burgers and Beans in Milford, 10% off. Abbott's Grill, Seaford, and Laurel, 10% off. Papa John's, buy a large pizza, get another one free. Hardee's, buy any thick burger, get another one free. Bethany Blues, 10% off, and Applebee's, 10% off. So what can I say, except here's the deal. You got to call 337-7300. When you call, you leave a message and say, hey, I heard you talking about that card. And you know what? That's a heck of a deal. $15. Buy one, get two free. You're going to get 3 of them for $15. So what a great way to kick off the Easter weekend. Buy one, get 2 free. But you must call 337-7300. Put your name on the list, and that makes you eligible. If you don't do that, you're not eligible. Okay? So that's that. I did want to tell you on the advertising thing. We have a couple different things. Colin Walls is pretty much the producer of the TV part of this, and he has a lot of ideas, and he's very creative. So not only do we have this 3-minute infomercial that we can produce and help you with, we also have screenshots, okay, the screen area. So when you're looking at the thing, you could have something down the side of the screen or across the bottom. What'd you say? Oh, hold up the picture. Okay, your ad here. Here we go. If you can see it, it's right there, everybody. Very professionally produced, as you can see. So we have some advertising ideas. We're having fun here, okay?
Now, that is some, like, artist work there.
Unbelievable, okay? He's a graphic designer.
Millions. That's going to sell for millions.
Okay? So anyway, we're just letting you know if you would like us to help you expose. expose your business or your product or your ideas, we're here for you. We're like a mini army, me and Colin, okay? Me and Colin, we're like a mini army. I'm the mini, he's a little taller than me. So anyway, I'm vertically challenged, some days horizontally challenged. But anyway, just letting you know, give me a call, 337-7300. If you say, man, I don't know nothing about advertising, educate me, we will do that. We're very affordable. We sometimes actually work for less than we'd like to, but we do have fun and we want to help you. And we're both businessmen. So the one thing about us, we're not advertising salespeople, we're business people. And we know how to run a business and how to help promote a business, and that's what we're trying to offer you, is our services, 337-7300. Now, my next guest in the next half an hour is Jason Troyer. Now, this is one of Debbie Troyer's favorite sons, okay? He is a wealth of information. We're not even ready for him, but I just wanted to kind of lure him over here because he is excited about being on TV. This may be his first time on TV. I'm not sure if it is or if it isn't. But anyway, you're listening to Weller Does Delmarva. I talked about the advertising opportunities, and I gave out that special. I did mention the special, didn't I? I think I did. I did. And I told you after 8:30, I got Sean from First Class Heating and Air coming on, another great company. You can go to their website in the meantime and just check out them a little bit. And that way, if you have any questions, you can be ready with them, okay? Because we're going to have him on. But their website is firstclasshvac.com. And if you're listening and viewing and saying, I always wondered what Sean looked like, you're going to be able to see it here today, okay? So anyway, yep, Brooks is coughing all over that microphone.
I'm covering the microphone.
I can see that. Yeah, you're covering it. But anyway, I wanted to tell you that Weller's will be open today. What time, you ask? Glad you asked. We're going to be open today from 9 to 1. 9 to 1. We're going to be very busy. The phone is ringing. The door is swinging. And we're not even open yet. Okay? So anyway, but as soon as we come back on the radio, then we'll go from there, and we're going to get started with Mr. Troyer because he has a lot to tell us about. So we're right now on Cozy TV, and we're soon going to be back on Delaware 105.9, and we are sitting right here inside Weller's Utility Trailers. You can watch us on the stream, which is wellerdoesdelmarva.com, and you can watch us now or you can watch us later. If you wanted to talk about advertising or take advantage of that special, the super secret phone number is 337-7300, and you can call and leave a message, and I'll get back to you next week. But we had a special on the Weller's discount cards, and I've had a lot of people use them things and been very, very happy with them. So anyway, good morning, and I'm going to also talk to you about Wall's Service Center real quick. We're coming back on the radio. But Wall's Service Center in Milford is open today from 8 to noon. So that's Wall's Service Center, downtown Milford. They do all types of automotive repair, and they're open from 8 to noon today. They're on 220 Northeast Front Street, so you can check them out at wallsservicecenter.com. You can even schedule or request an appointment online, which is kind of neat, wallsservicecenter.com. Now I'm going to move over to Jason Troyer real quick. I can tell he's a nervous wreck. So I'm going to hold him up just as long as I can. But anyway, Jason, are you there?
I'm here.
Is he there?
Smile.
Everybody.
You are on
This
camera.
is Jason Troyer. Okay?
I don't know which camera to look at here.
Look at them all. All right. There's so many of them. Here's the thing. One of them is live on TV. Okay?
Right.
I mean, we're talking live on TV. All right?
Yeah, I got that one.
All right. We're all over Delaware, Maryland, maybe Virginia, for all I know. Anyway, then there's another one that is streaming.
Right.
So now we're streaming. So now we're a little bigger than just where we're at. We're everywhere, okay? Where do we have somebody, Honduras, last week watching us?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And communicating with us. And then, but you know they won't be here by 1.
No.
If they're in Honduras,
they're not
okay?
gonna make it.
All right, so anyway, and then the other camera is in case everything fails.
Yeah.
Okay? In other words, it's our life jacket. It's like people with a parachute. They have 2 of them, right?
Yep.
Okay, so that's our second parachute. That's actually our third. So
last year we had 4, or last week.
Last year
we had 4 cameras. So
really,
I trimmed it down because everything is good. I figured 2 backups.
Because I was thinking they could watch us on TV and online. That way they could see us from different angles because the cameras are all in different spots.
Could.
So.
Well, but it ends up being it's the same shot, whether it's TV or the
Quit trying to rewrite the program, Jason.
Well, good idea.
I just thought it was a great idea.
What a manager. He's already...
I'm glad he's thinking this morning.
He's thinking.
How
long have you been up?
45 minutes.
45 minutes.
Because with Brandon not here, he's really going to have to be thinking.
I'm going to be everywhere today.
Everywhere. All right. I do need to mention something. A friend of mine asked me if I would bring this up, and this is for the Indian River Fire Department. Actually, it's a fundraiser. It's today, March 26th. That is today, isn't it? 2016, from 8 to 5. Now, all the proceeds are going to benefit the Indian River Volunteer Fire Company, so we encourage you to get on out there and support that. But the Ladies Auxiliary is going to be selling spring flowers and geraniums, roses, violets, and etc. They're also going to be hosting a bake sale, so that is today. It's located at station number 2. All right, that's evidently on Banks Road in Long Neck behind Palmer's Shopping Center. So that's today. All right, I mentioned it. So just want to let you know that the next guest we're going to talk to is Jason Troyer. Brooks Ritter is just a coughing and a hacking over there. Aren't you glad you're not near him?
I'm glad he's over there. I wish I was a little bit further away. I think I fell a little bit.
What, the 20, 30 feet between us is not enough?
No.
All right, what is the next thing we want to talk about? Do you want me to go right to you, Jason, or do you want me to talk about that granite place?
You can go to the granite place.
I think you should get him to sit there the whole half an hour.
All right. Tell me this, Jason. I do want to ask you this question.
Uh-oh.
We have an email special list.
Okay.
So that's people that you're saying, okay, like I never heard of it?
Well, no, like didn't get to study for this question, so I'm hoping it's pretty easy.
What's a question you want me to ask that you've studied for?
How am I doing?
Okay. I'm jumping to that granite place while you gather your composure and your thoughts.
Okay.
And I want the audience, if you're listening on the radio, you need to see Jason. Go to the stream real quick. He's very excited to be here.
This is the comedy half hour.
Yeah, this is the comedy part. So, fortunately, Jason, in the next half an hour, Sean from First Class Heating and Air will be here. You'll be off the hook.
Good. I'm trying to drag this out as much as I can.
I can see that. All right, that granite place. Who in the world am I talking about? Do you even know where the granite place is?
I do know that one.
Do you really?
I do.
And what are they famous for?
Granite.
Have you seen it?
I have. They have a lot of granites.
They have like 1,000 pieces out there.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Is that amazing?
It is. It really is.
So if you are listening and you're saying, man, why would I care if they have 1,000 pieces? What's in it for me? Isn't that what people want to know? What's in it for me?
That's what I would be thinking.
That's what you'd be thinking, okay? All right. Now, our banker would be thinking, why are they stocking so many? Well, here's why, everybody. Because in the granite world, it is important that you have selection. Because the last thing you want to do is want to remodel your kitchen, and you got to go in there and look at little chips of samples, or somebody show it to you online, or you want to touch it. You want to feel it.
Right.
You want your picture taken with it, okay? And it's a whole lot easier to get your picture taken with that slab of granite than it is laying on your kitchen countertop when you get it all done.
Correct.
Do you see what I'm saying?
I do.
So it's for photo ops. Because if you're getting a new kitchen and you want to surprise your wife, the way you do it is you get a little keychain made with that picture on it, and you wrap it up and you give it to her, and she's thinking she's getting a new car. Okay? And really you say, honey, no, look at it more closely. Just look at it a little closer. And she's like, well, what's the key fit? What's the key fit? And you say, no, forget the key. It's the picture on the keychain is of the granite or the quartz or the marble that is going to be your new kitchen.
That sounds like a great idea.
I just thought of it.
I would totally do that.
Because you got a letter down from it's not a new car.
Right.
But a new kitchen, man.
That's right. It's like
she'll spend as much time in that kitchen, usually people do, as they do in their car.
Correct.
Okay?
Yep.
And it's going to cost a lot less money.
Absolutely.
All right, so I got way off track there. You really messed me up, Jason. I was just trying to stay focused. But what I'm saying is they got the slabs of concrete. They've got the slabs of granite and quartz and marble down there. And, I mean, they got them. I've been down there and touched them and walked through them, and I'm impressed. And there's another thing. as you look at the stuff, it has a pattern to it, okay? And that's why I got it now. It took me a while to figure it out. That's why you need the next one and the next one in stock, because that pattern changes, okay? Because it's like part of a mountain that they cut out. It's really neat.
Right.
So that's going to be your backsplash or your countertop or whatever. So whether you need it for your kitchen or your, your whole house, you're going through and all your vanities and everything. Look at Brooks gritting his teeth.
Our photo op right there.
Our photo op. So anyway, it's called That Granite Place. And why in the world am I so excited about it? Because I've been there. I've seen their showroom. They'll walk you through it. In other words, they will help you even if you're just a consumer, because they welcome consumers. But if you're a contractor, they work with over 300 contractors. So if you're a contractor and you want to deal with them, great. If you're a consumer and you're sitting there saying, man, I don't even know where to begin, that's fine. Begin by getting in your car and going to That Granite Place on Route 13 in Bridgeville and going in and saying, hey, help me. I heard Jim Weller talking to you about on the radio, and I want to remodel my kitchen, or I'm building a new house, and please walk me through the process and help me make a good decision. Their prices are right. Their turnaround time is great. They're locally owned. They're locally operated. I can't say enough. So I'm going to say I'm just about done with that commercial. It's thatgraniteplace.com. Thatgraniteplace.com. Man, Dr. T just had him come out and do some work for me. He's very happy. I forgot to ask him about that when he was here.
You should have.
I should have. Dag nabbit. All right. Well, anyway, thatgraniteplace.com, 337-7490, 337-7490. Mark Johnson and his team do a fantastic job. They're actually open today from 9 to 2. 9 to 2 today. All right. So anyway, that's that. All right. 337-7490, thatgraniteplace.com. All right. Anything else I need to know before we get the famous Jason Troyer on? Tell me you're ready.
I'm ready.
All right. How has your week been?
Wonderful.
Wonderful. This
Absolutely.
is the highlight of it. Are you ready for Easter?
I am ready for Easter.
Okay.
I got all kinds of candy ready.
Do you really?
Oh, absolutely.
All right. But you don't eat any of it.
Well, I'm not going to say I don't eat any of it.
Oh, okay.
I'm not allowed to eat all of it.
Oh, okay. You got to leave a little bit.
I have to leave some.
Out of 100
Right.
pieces, he'll eat 95.
Right.
99.
99.
All right, 99. Brooks, where's your numbers? All right, what is the next thing we want to talk about? What's going on here at Weller's? It's our busy time or not yet?
It is getting very busy here. This is the beginning of our season, really. But the one thing I wanted to talk about was, because we're getting a run of this where people have bought trailers in the past.
Okay.
Some from us, meaning they're out of state and we don't do
Okay.
out of state tag work.
Okay.
And they, for whatever reason, never tag their trailers.
Oh, that's an important thing to do. Tag your trailer.
It is. First off, there's some people that are buying trailers don't even realize they're considered motor vehicles, so they don't even know that you have to tag a trailer.
Okay.
So that's step one is, yes, you have to tag a trailer.
Well, if you live in Delaware, we do it for you.
Correct.
Okay.
So that's one of the benefits of buying a trailer from us here. That's kind of where I was going with that. But there was another part of it. Part of it too is if you're thinking about buying a used trailer,
right?
If that person hasn't titled it,
right,
you could run into some big problems. Because some of the
You
problems,
mean like if you buy one out of an ad or off the side of the road or something like that?
Correct.
Big problems. And
Or
if it's got main
Craigslist
tags,
or
you run into
whatever.
even more problems.
Correct. But because what we ran into, there was some people that bought, let's say, a Pace trailer years ago.
Right.
Pace technically went out of business. At least the Pace that built that trailer went out of business.
Okay.
And so now you can't get a duplicate certificate of origin, which is what you need to go get a title for the trailer.
So get your trailer title is what you're saying.
So one, yeah, get your trailer
All right.
title, but also if you're thinking about buying a used trailer, one, make sure that they have the title, because if not, you're not going to be able to title that trailer.
Well, as odd as this sounds, and you would almost think this is common sense, we've had people bring a trailer here that they bought from somebody else that was titled in that other person's name, and they actually thought they were the owner of it.
Correct.
Right.
And they were trying to trade it in or do whatever with
Right.
it, and technically we'd have to buy it
Right.
from that other person.
Yep, I agree. So anyway, if you want to trade in a trailer, the bottom line is it needs to be in your name. What else is going on here at Weller's?
We are also working on building our shop as far as, getting it more. I don't want to say more busy because I don't like the sound of that.
More
but
busy.
Yeah, more busy.
on top of
Trying
more
to get
busy.
busier.
I thought the thing was busy.
It's busy, but we're trying to get it even better than what it is now. So there's still room for more appointments and business back there, and so we're really wanting to
So are
build
you
that
saying
up.
it's open for business?
It is open for business.
So what kind of people, what do people get done here?
We have people get their wheel bearings repacked because you need to, have that done at least once a year, but they recommend, every 12,000 miles.
Who puts 12,000 miles on a trailer in a year?
Oh, there's a lot of people.
Really?
Yeah.
What if they don't put 12,000 miles on it?
They're still recommended every 12 months. So
to just get it done?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. But it's also people, their lights stop working, or they need a hitch put on their vehicle, or whatever. We can do all that. We had a guy the other day, he messed up his rear door, so we had to readjust his rear door.
Okay.
So, there's all kinds of stuff.
Oh, so we can work on doors? Can we?
Yeah, we can.
What about replacing sheet metal?
We can replace the sheet metal fenders.
Okay.
We do tires and wheels for trailers. If you want.
What if a guy wants to switch from regular lights to LED? Is that doable?
Yep. We have a selection of LED lights in stock. We also have a catalog with even more styles of lights that you can even choose from if you want.
And what about roof vents?
Yep, we have the roof vents.
Do we have any of them?
We have roof vents. We've got the roof vent lids. We've got the roof vent
They
covers.
seem to either blow off or crack.
Correct, and that's why the covers have actually become kind of popular, because
So you don't have to replace the whole
thing. They go
thing.
over top of that, and it protects it. Because what happens is the wind can actually raise those up and then rip them off.
Okay.
And by having that cover on there, it can actually keep that from happening.
All right.
So
our
also-
shop, we schedule the work. We don't.
Yeah,
we don't
we-
really
we-
want somebody to just drive in. We're looking for people to give us a call.
Correct.
Drop the trailer off, give us a day or two, and let us take the time to work it in. But we don't really. We're not set up to just have people just drive in. We really need it
Correct,
scheduled.
because we're also working on brands
Other people's stuff.
brands of trailers that we don't sell,
Right.
and so therefore we may have to have a little bit of time.
But
to
that
get
is
the
a
parts
good
for it
point.
or
You're
something
saying
like
if
that.
somebody else bought a trailer somewhere else, it's okay.
Right, we're
Okay.
still going to work on it. We'll still do whatever, and we'll even
Okay.
trade that in and get you into a new trailer.
Didn't you just recently do that?
Yeah,
Man brought a trailer here to be
Yeah.
worked on. Next thing you know, he's leaving with a new trailer.
correct.
Would you strong arm him?
I did. I said, it's totaled. No,
He seemed pretty happy.
he was very happy.
Like,
Yeah.
he came here to have his trailer worked on. He ends up buying a new one. All right. Well, which means we have a nice selection of used trailers, probably.
We, as far as our open trailers, we do have a lot. Our enclosed, we have a few of those. So.
Okay.
We're looking
But,
for more.
We're looking for
Yeah.
more.
But all of our trailers are online at wellers.com, so you can
Okay.
even see our used ones, our new ones. So everything we've got in stock is on there. Our sheds are on there. So
Wow. Everything's on there.
everything is on
How
there.
many things are on our website?
Thousands.
For real?
Yeah,
Not hundreds.
not hundreds, thousands.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. So if you've never been to Weller's, I mean, as I look around the showroom, I see, little roadside emergency kits, tow straps, ice scrapers, lights for up and down your sidewalk. I see kayaks. I see socks. I see water hoses. I see sponges, jump ropes. Where did all this stuff come from? 6-piece, 22-ounce beer mug sets, 9-piece glass sets, 5-piece bathroom sets. Where did you get all of this, Jason?
I just found it all.
20 packs of tissues for $1
And most of it we bought by the tractor trailer load. So,
on purpose.
on purpose.
I even see a thing that you take and you put it over your shoulder, and it's for carrying your umbrella if you're going to the beach or something like that.
Mm-hmm. I think
Let's give them things away. Do we have many?
I think we got quite a few. Yeah,
Let's make that a special right now. What do you think?
works for me.
All right, what do you call it?
Umbrella carrier.
An umbrella carrier. They're free?
That's ingenious.
How much are they? Do you know?
I don't know.
$5 or $6?
That sounds about right.
Go look,
Yeah, it's
Jason.
somewhere around there.
Watch the cord on the microphone.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, we're going to give these away, folks, right now. This is live radio made from scratch. If you want an umbrella carrier, you need to tell us that you want one. How much was it?
$6.75.
$6.75, or you can have it for free. The choice is yours. Okay? So you can have one for free. You should have brought one over while you were there.
Well, why didn't you think of that?
Why didn't you think of it? You're in charge. I'm just liable. He's in charge. I'm liable. Okay? In other words, he makes it happen, and I try to defend myself. All right, here it is, folks.
There's
This
actually
is it. It's
different
an
colors.
umbrella carrier. Can I open it?
You sure can.
All right. So anyway, these are absolutely free if you call now. They're actually made one by one. I didn't hear what brand. Would you say? Yeah, I'm standing up. Can you still see? Oh, Let me stay down so the camera can see it. All right? You could put an eel in here. If you're an eel hunter, you could put eels in here. Okay? But how long is it? How tall am I? Is it as tall as me?
Not quite.
Okay, so it's not 6 foot tall.
No, I would say it's probably about 4 foot.
4 foot tall. All right. What are you smiling at, Jason? I didn't say I was 6 foot tall. We're going to give these away free. This is our Easter special for everybody. Okay? You can even fill it literally with Easter candy. It has a nice strap. You put it over your shoulder. I got it backwards, didn't I?
Yes.
You do it like this, everybody. See it?
I see it.
We're going to give you one for free. Can you see it, Jason?
I can see it.
All right, so
And
we're going to give you one for free. What?
Colors. There's different colors, too.
Every one of them's a different color.
Yeah.
Actually, I bought these from a person who made them. Hand-made these things, okay? So I'm going to give you one absolutely free, and you're saying right now, how many thousands of dollars do I have to spend to get one of these free? Nothing. You don't have to spend a penny, but you got to physically come here, and you got to come while we're open, so you got to come during normal business hours, okay? And you got to pick it up in person. You got to call now and get your name on the list, or you're not eligible, okay? It's that simple. Is that simple, or is that too many hoops?
I think it's too simple.
They're called hoops. We're making people jump through these
Should
hoops.
we make it more difficult?
How? How?
After they call.
Make them leave us a message in a different language or something? 337-7300. Start calling now if you want. What, Brooks?
How long do they have to come in after they call and leave their name and number?
I don't know. Why? What difference does that make?
Well, if they come like 6 months from now, we
All
might
right,
not
let's
have
give
any
them
more.
till the end of the month. When's that? Next Thursday?
Next Thursday.
All right, let's give them till next Saturday.
All right, that works.
Okay? What's that? Second.
The second,
April
yep.
2nd.
So they
By
have to call,
1 o'clock. They
leave
got
a
to call
message,
right now.
Name and number.
Leave your name and your number, preferably your name, not
Yes.
your name, Brooks. Meaning don't leave Brooks's name. Leave whatever your name is. Leave your name and your phone number, their phone number, right?
Yes.
On the voicemail if they
Yep.
call right now,
Yep.
and they can have one of these free.
Yep.
You
And
guys have made this unbelievably a long commercial.
We were trying.
Obviously.
And then they have until next Saturday to get in here and pick it up. We're open
All right.
9 to 5, Monday through Friday, and we're open 9 to 1 on Saturday.
All right. Is that it?
I think that's it.
Can this be any less exciting?
I think it's very exciting.
Do you really?
Yes.
All right.
I just got to make the phone call. We can leave the message.
337. Oh, you're not eligible.
Oh, man.
337-7300, okay? Just leave your name and number and say, hey, I'm in like Flynn. I want one of them things. All right. Jason, I know you're struggling here to get away from me as quick as possible. Is there anything else you'd like to share with your audience?
The brain is working.
Well,
Oh, is it?
I think
did
so.
you talk about sheds since Brandon wasn't here?
No, we didn't talk about sheds. That would be rude.
Well, it would be rude, but I'd still like
Let's
to
do it anyway,
mention some
right?
sheds.
That's-
I mean, I kind of touched on it a little bit, but all the sheds we have in stock are on our
Who's
website.
this calling me? Are you
I don't
calling
know,
me?
but you're.
Oh, it's my phone since it's in front of me?
That's right.
All right, that's what you do, folks. 337-7300 and put your name and number down. Sheds, were you done?
Yeah, well, not really.
Well, hurry up, because
Lost
we're
my
about
train
out of
thought
time
here.
now. Lost your train
So,
of thought.
I did. But anyway,
Right.
we have. I don't remember the exact number, but I know
All
it's
right,
getting
10.
very close to 75 sheds in stock.
At least
So,
10.
Yeah, it's at least 10. But yeah, you'll
Okay.
see them online there, and they're constantly bringing them in. So and of course taking them out too as we sell them. So
Yeah, we're selling them very
there's
quickly.
A nice
Oh, so as we sell them,
revolving
they
door
take
right
them
now.
out?
Yeah, they get
Yeah,
delivered
yeah.
Oh, really?
and dropped
So
off.
the people
yeah.
don't just buy them and leave them here?
No.
No.
Oh, okay.
It's not like on-site storage.
There's an idea though.
There's an idea. All right, I'm about out of time here, guys. Anything else? We sell sheds. Can
we
you just
sell
simplify
sheds.
it?
We sell sheds.
sheds. We sell she-shell sheds.
Yep.
All
and,
right.
and we have rent to own. So
Rent to own. All right, and they're Amish made.
Yep.
They include delivery and setup.
Yes.
Is there anything else?
That's it for now.
Thanks for stopping by, Jason.
Hey, I'm glad to be here.
I'm glad you were here. I got to hit another commercial. Can I?
Sure.
No nonsense office machines, okay? Another good guy. Works on just about everything. Is that right?
Pretty
everything
much.
electronic.
At least everything we've asked them to work on.
Everything we've asked him. So Rick Fowler, No Nonsense Office Machines in Georgetown, Delaware. 2 miles east of the Circle, right there on Route 9, right next to Sports at the Beach Complex, is your electronics headquarters. Laptops, tablets, computers, fax machines, gaming systems, printers, and copiers. Locally owned, locally operated, good honest man. If you have something you need worked on, he is your guy. He will give you an idea of whether it's worth working on. So if you have any questions, it's 856-7381, 856-7381. Give Rick a call. Tell him I sent you. Better yet, just stop in his store and browse around. Friendly, local, honest, good service, and he will take good care of you and treat you fair and square. Whether you want to buy something, he has new, he has used. If he sells you something used, it's kind of been tested or whatever. So you know that it's right, and he stands behind everything he sells. So it's no-nonsense office machines, 856-7381, 856-7381. What are you getting ready to do?
Sean is in the building.
Sean's here?
Sean is here.
He's arrived?
He has arrived.
Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, is he wearing a suit and tie?
No, but he's kind of
got his first class.
Classy looking.
Classy look. They are a first-class company. So, folks, stay tuned. We are going to have Sean from First Class Heating and Air on, and he has some breaking news to share with you. And we're going to have him on right after 8:30-ish. So, you can watch this show again or more if you want on the stream at wellerdoesdelmarva.com. You got anybody chatting with you today over there?
No, that's not yet.
Where is everybody? They're sleeping.
I think they're sleeping. It's that off weekend, I guess.
We're going to have to start calling people. So anyway, well, we've had callers. So if you wanted one of those free items or the deal on the discount cards, or you don't even know what the offer was, but you want to get in on it, dial 337-7300. If you want to talk about advertising during this show or helping us promote your business, that's 337-7300. Or if you want the answers to any world problems, don't call me. Okay, I'm focused on Sussex County only at the moment. So I got my hands full right here. But the store's going to open at 9. Got a busy day on tap. Sun is shining. It's going to be a beautiful weekend, and I'm kind of excited for that. Jason is now done talking on the radio, so he's very relaxed and so on. And Brooks will be in sales about 9:15, and we're going to be rocking and rolling today, aren't we?
Yes, we are.
All right. So anyway,
just ask for Brooks.
Ask for Brooks.
Not Earl.
Ask Earl where Brooks is.
There you go.
How about that?
Yep.
If you get Earl, ask Earl where Brooks is. He'll tell you Brooks is off for the weekend.
He probably would.
All right. We're going to take a break from the radio. We're going to stay right on TV. And I'm going to continue to talk to my cozy TV audience. So if you have been with me all morning, I say thank you. If you have any comments for me, I welcome them. I'm looking for ideas. If there's something different you'd like me to do or go over or look into, or if there's a new product you want me to sell, I am open-minded until I get to the closed-minded part. So anyway, you can contact me. How in the world can you contact Jim Weller? We're going to make it real easy. You can send me an email to Jim, it's Jim, at Wellers, WELLERS.com. You can friend me on Facebook. I'm the Jim Weller there. You don't even have to friend me to send me a message. And I think that's about it. You can call me at 337-7300. Now, Walls Service Center, I've mentioned them a couple times here this morning, is open today. They're open till noon, from 8 to noon. They are downtown Milford, 220 Northeast Front Street. I'm getting all this stuff memorized now. WallsServiceCenter.com on the web. And a good local company. So if you need your automobile worked on, they are the go-to people because they're a local company. It's not some big company where you don't know who you're dealing with or, does anybody really care and so on. Colin is a third-generation owner and operator of this business, and he really does care. So if you need your car worked on, he'll take care of you. Now, I mentioned this earlier. Want to make sure everybody knows this opportunity exists because it's quite an opportunity, and it's the first time we've even offered it or talked about it. But we are thinking about, this is more Colin, the TV guru. What do they call him? Cameraman Colin? Yeah, that's what it is, Cameraman Colin. But anyway, Colin has Catch It Live, which produces all of this. And he had this idea the other day, and I said, man, as a person who buys advertising, this is a great idea. He's saying instead of trying to sell a 30-second commercial or a 1-minute commercial, I'm going to do something that's kind of unheard of in the TV world, and that's sell a 3-minute infomercial, and it really is a great idea. And I'm like, man, people can't afford that. It's going to be too expensive. He says, I'm going to make it not much more expensive than a 1 or 2 minute ad. And it's true. And he said, and on top of that, I'm not going to charge them anything to produce it if we can get it done in one take. So it's got to be one take, not a lot of editing. But if you own a business, if you have a product, if you're involved in an organization, and you want to promote it, here's where I think this is perfect. I think this is perfect for people that sell an item that we could actually go and interview them talking about this item. Let's say, you sell cars. We could literally come to you and do a commercial for this car, a commercial for that car, or show your service department or something like that. We could do that. Let's say you sell boats. Let's say you sell helicopters, airplanes, or widgets. There's a lot of stores that sell widgets now. But anyway, if you sell something, if you service something, if you're involved with an organization, we would like to help you get heard, seen, and noticed. We'll work hard for you. We're very affordable. It's not free, of course, but we're very affordable. So, and it'll be more affordable than anything you've ever looked at. I can tell you that much. So, give me a call, 337-7300, 337-7300, and let's talk about it. I'll call you back Monday or Tuesday if you want to talk about it. So, would like any feedback you have. We're looking for people to like us on Facebook. It's Weller Does Delmarva on Facebook. We also have Weller Sheds and Carports on Facebook. I'm the Jim Weller from Delaware. You can friend request me there. And Brooks Ritter's probably taking new friends, too. And absolutely. Oh, absolutely. He's taking new friends. So anyway, and what else did I miss? Weller's Utility Trailers?
Yeah.
So we got a lot of Facebook stuff going on.
Yeah, we do.
So anyway, I want to also invite anybody that is watching to come out to Weller's today. We're accepting new customers today. There's no application fee, correct? No height or weight requirement. Is that correct?
That's correct.
All right. No age limit.
No.
Have to be able to fog a mirror. It doesn't matter.
No.
Well, just come on in.
You can bring your kids, too.
You can bring your kids. All right. Well, anyway, you are invited to come out to Weller's today and say hi and check us out if you've never been there. I hear this. I hear people walking through the showroom, and I hear them say, man, that's a good deal. Or I hear them say something like this. Where in the world did he get all this stuff? So we've got the stuff anyway, right down to these little tractor trailers. How would you even describe them, Brooks? $7.50 each, or 2 for $10.
Yep, they're like a little, like a
what, 1/80th scale
or something like that. Yep.
Yeah.
And then they got sports teams on it.
Oh, they do, don't they?
Yeah.
What, the Baltimore Ravens?
Yeah, if you're a Ravens fan, we have these trucks, and they are very popular.
They're well worth $7.50.
Oh, absolutely.
2 for $10.
Yep, and they're still in the box. It's not like they were played with.
6 for $30.
And anything like that.
8 for $40. They're not like they're played with. What are you saying?
Because some people are like,
we would sell used tractor trailers.
We would sell just about anything. So, but
not if I got to feed it.
For the people that like to collect things,
yes,
you know, we sell those to a lot of collectors.
Now we sell them on eBay for a lot more money than that.
I'm sure.
Isn't it funny? All the stuff we sell online, we sell for more than in the store. Isn't that weird?
Yeah, well, it depends on, you know, where they're located in the country.
Everybody seems to think online is the bargain.
I've seen a lot of stuff go to, like, California, and out in California, everything is more expensive.
Right,
just
like that paddle we sell. How much did we sell that carbon fiber paddle for?
$97.
Right. That thing there is a bargain because it's a $125 paddle.
Mm-hmm.
Around here, it's like $97, but, man, in California, it's like it's the deal. All right, what else, Brooks? Anything else? Because you kind of barged right in there on my.
I'm sorry.
On my free.
I will
on my free time. What? Oh, we're coming back on the radio already?
Hey, it's the last half hour.
You're kidding me! It's almost 9 o'clock.
It's getting there.
And you guys didn't think I could talk for 2 hours, did you?
I didn't.
All right, Sean, come on over. Have a seat if you would. All right, everybody. You are listening to Weller Does Delmarva. We are on the radio. Delaware 105.9. I don't even know if there is another radio station anymore, but Delaware 105.9 is where it's at. Then you've got, we're on the stream at Delaware1059.com. We're also at WellerDoesDelmarva.com. And we're also on My Cozy TV, which can be seen on Comcast 204, Mediacom 99, and on the air at 31.2. Now it's his turn. He's been waiting all morning for this opportunity, drove many miles to get here, passed many other places. He could have stopped and talked on the radio, but he didn't. He came here.
Absolutely. How you
Sean,
doing,
how you doing?
Doing great. How you doing today?
Good. How was the ride?
Nice and quiet.
Nice and quiet.
Yes.
Was traffic thick? Or?
Not at all. No, it's beautiful
Really?
out this morning. No,
Okay.
not bad at all. So.
And did you watch on TV before you left home?
I didn't get a chance to. I listened on
Okay.
the radio on the way in, so
All right.
that's about
Sound
it. So
okay?
It sounded good. Yep.
Good.
It's quite a lot of cameras. You're right. It's always good to see. So.
Very intimidating, isn't it?
Not at all. No, that's,
Okay.
that's good.
All right. Now, you're with First Class Heating and Air. Been
Yes.
there for quite a few years.
Absolutely. Yep.
And they are a local company. I think been in business like 40 years.
Yeah, started about 40 years ago.
Isn't that
Family-owned company up north and been down through here. Geez, for
Took
the
over
last
the
20
state.
years, yeah, basically. Yep.
Wow.
We still have a branch up north. We have a lot of customers that have houses down here that live up in
Okay.
northern Delaware. Elkton area, all that. So, we do cover all the whole peninsula, all the way down to the Virginia line. So pretty substantial.
I would say, and survivable.
Oh, yes. Yep.
I mean, to be in business 40 years is quite a testimony nowadays.
You would know.
Yeah, you see companies come and go, but to survive, you got to be.
Exactly. I mean, that's the thing. We have a lot of the same practices we've always had, and a lot of the same principles.
Good work ethics.
Exactly, and that's what you got to. We have some of the same employees that have been there. We've got employees that have been there 20+ years.
I think you actually have employees that moved.
Yes, we had
from upstate to downstate
relocated
to
down
be with
here.
you.
Absolutely. Yep.
Yeah, isn't that
so
nice?
it's a good good testimonial to the company, but also those employees. I mean, they actually are absolutely wonderful. It is like a family. And there's second generation that work together in there. So it's pretty nice.
Well, now if I describe what they do heating and air.
Great.
Okay, and not everybody needs a heating and air conditioning system every day.
Not every day. No.
Probably worth talking about. Making sure you get it maintained.
Absolutely. Yep.
Make sure it operates properly.
And they run quite a lot. So you have a system that runs 300+ days a year. It's just like anything else. You want to make sure it's operating and tuned properly and running to peak performance. If it's not, it can cost you money. It can cost you money in repairs, timely, cost you time and breakdowns and things like that. So
energy costs.
Absolutely, that's a big part of it. So making sure that that's all operational is a key.
Now, people seem very health conscious more and more all the time, and it's really critical to keep your filter updated.
Yes, yeah, when you pull those filters out, a lot of people look at them like, oh my gosh,
Did that come out of mine, or did you have that in the truck?
And that's how bad indoor air quality is. I mean, the houses are being built tighter and tighter these days. The air that's inside is almost worse than outside air, and I know we're always worried about this time of year when the pollen is coming in and all the the dust and all the field work is done, and you're picking it up. And we close the doors and we close the windows and make the house as tight as possible. Air in the house is almost worse. So
but even if you have animals, I have animals, so I think about they go outside, they come inside, they're outside, they're inside, and then when they change my filter, I'm like, it's like you better let me do that. It's too embarrassing for somebody else to see it, but. It really does make a difference to keep up with that.
It does, and then it also will restrict air going through the system, which makes the unit work harder, makes everything just stressed a little bit more. So check the filters. We always recommend doing it. Check them once a month. That doesn't mean you have to replace them once a month.
Right, but just take a look at them.
Take a look at them. See if there are most of the filters now are 3-month filters, or they have bigger ones that are 6-month filters.
Okay.
Things like that. You want to make sure.
But they're not 1 or 2 years anymore.
No. And I don't know if they ever were, but that seems to be like when people were changing them.
Right.
We used to have, when I was in service, we used to have a competition of, who could find the worst filter in the system, and it's pretty amazing of what we've pulled out of units before too. But that's the big thing. But obviously that's a good point because right now we're getting into spring. This is the time where you're ready to get the service work done, get it tuned up, get it ready to go for the season. We had a very mild winter, but we don't know what it's going to do. I mean, it was 70 degrees on Christmas Day. It could be 40 degrees on Memorial Day. It's just the way it rolls around here. So that's very important to have it serviced, have it tuned, get ready for the year, and just kind of prevent any chance of a breakdown or any other problems before it could happen.
Now, do you service heaters and air conditioners that other people sold?
Yes.
Okay, so they don't have to have bought it from you.
No, not at all.
Okay, and the other question is, can you walk me through what they do with like a maintenance agreement? In other words, you can call strictly just for a service, or you can purchase a maintenance agreement.
Correct.
Okay, so if you purchase a maintenance agreement, I'm just big on promoting this, but tell me what all you kind of do. You come out.
Yeah, basically, like you said, a lot of people call in if there is a problem. Many people do call in to prevent that from happening. So if you call in there, you just want to they have an AC tune-up, which is strictly a one-stop. We come in there, we check it out, we go through a few different points, change the filter, make sure it's right. Then they have the maintenance agreement, which will come out twice a year. It's very affordable. We'll check it for heating season, check it in cooling season. A lot of people get it in their head they have to have it right before they turn the air conditioner on or before they turn the heat on. That's not true. They said these systems run all the time, so I check mine every 6 months or so.
Okay.
I do it in January. I do it in the middle of the summer.
Okay.
It's not peak times by any means, but it's also because that system is running all the time. So it doesn't. As long as it's being maintained properly every 6 months or so, you're good.
Okay.
But we'll come out.
Well, there's some consistency.
Exactly.
There. Right.
We'll come out. They'll basically do a huge inspection of the entire system. So they check all the electrical components. They check
like
all
even the continuity of everything to make sure the motor's starting up properly and there's nothing slowing it down or
There's capacitors on there. There's compressors. They check refrigerant levels if it's a heat pump or an air conditioner.
Oh, yeah.
On gas side or oil side, They check the pressures to make sure that you're not burning too much gas or you're not burning not enough and causing some sooting issues. Oil, they make sure the nozzles and everything are clean and clear, make sure the filters are good to go. They give you, we change the filters on the system. We clean evaporator condenser coils on there just to make sure the system's operating at peak performance. They do a complete diagnostic check on everything. They check temperatures, pressures, go through, and it's a pretty substantial process. Of course, with that, you'll get 15% off of any major repairs, any repairs that have to be done. Also get 15% off of plumbing if there's any plumbing.
So if I buy the heating and air one, because I keep telling people that, it just doesn't even make sense. You're going to then give me the discount on plumbing if I need it.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes. Anything we do on home performance, you have all those things that as a company that we do. Any other things we offer, there'll be a discount on that as well. Wow. And then the nice thing is the service techs are all NATE certified. They're all they've gone through many, many years of training, which is extremely important.
That's right. Okay.
So when they go into a system, they can diagnose it if there is a problem with the unit. If you have a maintenance agreement, it's been maintained, and they say, okay, we're getting to that point. It's 10 or 11 years old, 12 years old. This is the cost that it's going to take. You lose your refrigerant, or you have a major component fail. This is the cost it's going to be. We have a sliding scale. We show them. We have upfront flat rate pricing, so everything is that before anything is done. And if we say
no surprises,
all right, exactly. If we get into a thing and we've quoted you for changing out a fan motor, and it turns out to be that it was a lot harder than what we anticipated it to be, but we charge you whatever it is, and it took us twice the time. That's what that price is.
You honor it,
right? Absolutely. So it's it's a flat rate up front. There's no surprises. There's no which you can get with other companies that are smaller companies. Hey, I've had my time in here, and this is what I want. For
I can't afford to finish it.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
So that's a big thing with that. And then we'll look at the system and say, hey, this is the cost. It's a pretty major repair cost. Maybe we should start investigating on replacing it. See what it's going to cost to replace it. Do a comparison on their cost versus replace. And a lot of times, if they've put refrigerant into it or put a small part into it, and it's just something that's not really going to cut it down.
Spending good money after bad.
Exactly. Right. Then we can come in there. We can get them in a new system. Very low payments, monthly payments, which is great.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, financing options. One thing big to say is we've got another, 5 days left on it, but to the end of the month. But they have the 72 months 0% is still going on. So that's a lot of years to be able to pay for it. It gets you in a very high efficient system, no interest out of pocket
for 6 years.
For 6 years, and then
that's unheard of.
The whole time you have that. You have the full warranties on the system. We have 12 years on all parts. We have 12-year labor warranty. So essentially, with a maintenance agreement, with a brand new system, for the next 12 years, you have nothing. You have maintenance on there. We clean it. We tune it. Anything that we find is replaced and repaired, with no cost out of pocket to you. And then you've got a very energy efficient system, low monthly payment, and a lot of times the energy savings you're getting is actually covering the cost of that payment.
Yes, I personally experienced that. Yeah,
which is it's pretty neat. So, there are a lot of benefits to it. It's not as scary. I say that. It shouldn't be a scary process to go through. I mean, obviously, it's a major purchase, and we don't do them all the time. So estimates are absolutely free. We go through, and we take our time with it. It's not a rush thing. We're not high pressure at all.
So if somebody has a unit that's 10 years old or older, it wouldn't hurt to have you check things out.
No, absolutely not. No, it's very good to have that done for two things. One, if you know the system's working, everything's fine. You can see that there's some age and maybe it is costing a little bit more energy than it should. They can check the amperage and see how much the compressor's pulling, things like that.
Okay.
But also it gets you in the idea, even if 10 or 12 years and it's working, you're not ready to replace it right now. Get an estimate on there. Let us come out there and see it so you can plan ahead. Exactly right. You start budgeting for it. If you don't want to, you don't want any payments. Some people just don't like payments. They just want to be able to be done with it, have it into a budget.
That's okay.
At least you know what it is, because one of the biggest things we run into is everyone says they're taken back by the cost of systems these days. They're not, 10, 15 years ago, they're very inefficient and very inexpensive to change out. There's so many more options, so many more benefits to the systems now that they're more costly. So
but they're also more efficient than they than they ever were,
and they're more comfortable. And that's the big thing. You're gonna basically get through the hot and cold spots in the house. You eliminate all the problem areas in the house. The systems are different.
Variable speed fan have something to do with that?
Absolutely.
Where it comes on and then it ramps up. Is that right?
Exactly. And they have variable speed fans for the indoors. They have variable speed compressors now. So
really?
When we size the system for an outdoor for a temperature in July or in February, rest of the year it's oversized. So those compressors can ramp up when they need it, but they can ramp down and save energy when they're not. So that's a really critical thing that are out now. Just a lot of options. Just give us a call. We'll come out and go over them all with you. It's pretty amazing what they have.
Wow. And, you represent different brands. You got the finance, and you got the team. Your trucks are lettered. Your everybody's background and drug tested, and people wearing uniforms and so on. So what is it?
934-8900. Our website is firstclasshvac.com. That's all spelled out.
A lot of information there.
Tons of information on there.
HVAC.com.
Yep. All links to everything.
Now, 24/7 emergency service?
Yes, we do.
All right. Service what areas?
Well, Sussex County, Kent County, Newcastle County, Worcester, Wycomico, Somerset. Basically, over to Cambridge and Easton. So basically the entire shore from Virginia line up to the Wilmington City line and Pennsylvania line.
My goodness. And I guess you also, one of the things I learned is you have this thermostat that you could put in a house that if something's wrong, it sends you an email. Yes. Did I get that right?
Absolutely. Yeah, I think you have that in there. It's just the programmable thermostats that come with the systems these days. They're all Wi-Fi enabled. You can control them off your phone. You can control them off your iPad, your computers. If you're on vacation, it's nice to see. I was gone all last week. It was nice. I flew in. I was able to turn my system back on. I didn't think I was going to need heat when I came back, but I had to turn it back up a little bit, so it was already done. But when I got home, it was nice and warm. It's just it's a convenience that a lot of people say, I don't need that. That's not really important. And it's amazing how many times you end up using it.
Right.
And just to have that convenience for you. But yeah, absolutely. And it monitors it and gives you all the information you need.
All right. First class heating.
First class heating and air conditioning.
Yep. 934-8900. Firstclasshvac.com.
Exactly.
Anything else?
That's about it. Appreciate being on. Thank you.
Thank you.
And it's
give
been
them a call, folks.
Good. Absolutely.
If you have any questions, call me. I've dealt with them numerous times.
There we go.
Yep. Yeah, call me.
We've had customers call you directly too, so that's
I'm fine
for
with
testimonial.
That,
so.
All right, Sean. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Have a good, safe weekend.
You do the
all right.
Same. Thank you.
All right. All right, everybody. That was Sean from First Class Heating and Air. Okay. Next, I got a couple more things I want to hit. We are in the last 10 minutes of the show. Thank you, everybody, for tuning us in. This was the first time we have talked for 2 hours nonstop. We've been on TV, on My Cozy TV. If you've not watched us, go there on Comcast 204, Mediacom 99, and on the over-the-air 31.2. You can also watch our stream. What is the next thing I wanted to talk about? Can I hit my accountant real quick? I'd like to hit my
I thought that was going to...
No, I wouldn't like to hit him. George Luff does a good job for me. It's kind of neat. His son now, Tyler, is working with him, and the company just keeps growing. And it's called Luff & Associates. Everybody hears me talk about it every week. Just got my taxes done a week or two ago, and really, they do a good job for me, and they do taxes. They do accounting work. So if you own a business or you're just an individual and you don't know where to get your taxes done, you can give them a call. It's Luff & Associates. The other thing that they really do like me to push, they do have 3 locations, Milford, Rehoboth, and Dover. One phone call gets you to all 3 of them. No problem there. I'm going to give you that number in just a minute. But payroll. I have been talking about this. They've had many people call them and switch over and so on. If you own a business, you know how frustrating it can be to keep up with all the things pertaining to payroll. Luff & Associates will make that easy for you. They know all the rules, all the regs. They keep up with them. They continue to educate themselves and stay up to date on their education, and they want to make sure they know what's up, charts and graphs and everything else. So if you own a business, 1 or 2 employees, 5 or 10 employees, 100 employees, Luff & Associates can help you out. Their system is called Easy Payroll, and if you say, well, I don't deal with them for my accounting work, that's okay. They still can help you with your payroll. So one call does it all. They can help you as much or as little as you decide you want. So what is the phone number you say? It's 422-9699, 422-9699. It's luffcpas.com, luffcpas.com. Give them a call. Tell them I sent you, whether you need accounting work, whether you want help with your payroll, or whether you have any kind of accounting-related questions, they can help you out. All right, the other thing is it's Easter weekend, and I do want to just throw an invite out. I attend Eagles Nest Fellowship Church in Milton, and if you are listening and you would like to come to a kid-friendly church, tomorrow at Eagles Nest we're having a celebration service at 9:30, and we're going to be celebrating the resurrection of Jesus, the death and his resurrection, which is what Easter is all about. So if you would like to join us, it is 9:30. And then, believe it or not, next Saturday, a week from today, is going to be our first Saturday evening service. I just sold something on Amazon, just so you know. That's what that noise was. All right? Anyway, on Saturday nights, we are starting on April 2nd. So that's a week from today, April 2nd. At 6:30 at Eagles Nest, we are going to have a Saturday night service, and it's going to have, things for the kids as well as the adults and so on. So that is going to be a permanent thing that we're doing starting next Saturday at 6:30. But tomorrow, Easter Sunday, you are invited to come to Eagles Nest if you would like to. It's at 9:30 Sunday morning. You can learn more about Eagles Nest on the web at eaglesnest.ch. eaglesnest.ch. Church. All right, just .ch. But anyway, Weller's is open. We are open now. We're going to be open today till 1. It's going to be a very busy day, so please be patient with us. We like doing this show, and we welcome feedback. So if you have anything you want to share with us or tell us or comment on, we would love it, all right? I want to tell you about the advertisers that you've heard today. I personally know them. I personally deal with them and would highly recommend them. So if you have any questions about anybody that we advertise for on the show, feel free to call me about that. The best number to reach me is 337-7300. If you wanted to take advantage of that beach umbrella carrier for free, call and leave your name and number. If you wanted a deal on the Weller's discount card, it was buy one, get two free. You just have to call 337-7300, leave your name and number, and say, hey, I am interested in that. Colin, if you could make your way over, if you don't mind, I would like you to help me close out the show. We're going to sing a song, folks. I'm going to watch as Colin sings. He's never done this before on live TV or radio, but we're going to get him over here and help us end the show here in a minute or so. But I'm sure he's very excited about that.
Warming my voice up.
Yeah, warming your voice up.
In the back.
Yep, I did mention earlier, today is my 38th wedding anniversary, so I just want to say happy anniversary to Denise.
Happy anniversary to you and Denise.
Thank you. And it's just, when you think about being married 38 years, that is a long time. You know what I mean?
That's what Denise says.
And that's what Denise says, yeah. And then she reminded me we went together for 5 years before that. I can remember riding my bike from Milford to Little Creek to see her.
Little Creek,
up there on the backside of the Dover Air Force Base. So now I don't think I could ride to the end of our driveway, but back then it was riding to Dover was no big deal, from Milford. It was like nothing, but times have changed. But anyway.
You've got an electric bike now, and you wouldn't even want to ride that bike.
Yeah, I've rode that thing, I think, twice.
Wow.
So anyway, yeah, I remember when I spent all that money converting my bike over to an electric bike. That was the big thing.
It'll be in the showroom before long, folks.
Yeah, it'd be in the showroom for $10. It'd be more than that. But anyway, Colin, how are you doing?
I'm doing great.
And what do you got going on for the weekend?
I don't know. I'm going to do some work on one of my houses.
Okay.
And, try to get it ready to sell.
Ooh, we're going to sell a house now.
Yeah.
It's the next thing you'll be hearing about here on Weller
House
Does
for
Delmarva.
sale.
House for sale.
Right.
All right.
For sale by owner.
For sale by owner. All right. We talked about advertising on the show.
Yeah, how do you like that
about,
picture?
I do.
Isn't
Can I show
great?
it one more time?
Sure.
For those listening on the radio, look hard at your radio, and you'll be able to see this picture Colin drew. So anyway, we were talking about advertising opportunities.
Keep holding it still.
I'm holding it still.
In
I keep moving it. That's why he keeps moving, because I keep moving it. So if you're watching on My Cozy TV, you can see it. And if you're watching on the stream, you can see it. And if you're watching on your radio, just look at your radio. It'll come into focus in just a minute. But it will show you what we can do advertising-wise.
Keep one eye on the road also.
Yeah, oh, yeah, one eye on the road, yeah. Is it still legal to listen to the radio and drive?
I think so for a little while.
Okay.
Might be a secondary offense.
Might be a secondary. All right. Are we done? Can I take it off now? All right, everybody. So anyway, Walls Service Center is open today till noon.
That's right.
Big busy day, I'm sure. People getting things done and so on and so forth.
Yep.
And other than that, we'll talk about that house another day. Maybe we should make a video on it.
Oh, that would be good.
Yeah, get the drone. I got a drone. I've never even used the thing yet. Remember that, Brooks?
Yeah, I learned it, and then
It's got a lot of trees around that house, so you're going to have to hone your skills pretty good on this drone to get it in.
Well, let's do them inside. Okay. Let's do the drone inside first. We got to get that thing and do here at Weller's. You know it? Mm-hmm. Do you remember how to operate it?
Yeah.
Really?
No. Yeah.
No kidding. Oh, yeah. Colin, he's so confident over here. Oh, yeah.
No, Brooks.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's a piece of cake.
It's a piece of cake.
If you hit the button this way twice, it'll flip over, and
Get out of here.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't there one button you push and it just comes and lands right in front of you?
Yep.
Isn't that kind of cool?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yep. So, yeah, Brooks talked me into buying that thing. All right, so anyway, you've been listening to Weller Does Delmarva. We have talked about, what have we talked about today? We've talked about chiropractic care.
Uh-huh.
We've talked about discount cards, umbrella carriers, kayaks, paddles, life jackets,
sheds.
Right? Sheds. We didn't talk about carports, but let's not.
Okay.
Okay. We've talked about automotive repair. We've talked about advertising.
Mm-hmm.
What have we missed? Heating and air.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't miss heating and air.
We didn't miss heating and air.
Yeah, we
All
talked
right.
about it.
All right, we talked about it. Is there anything else, Brooks, Colin, anybody? Have you seen our selection of used fire extinguishers?
I have seen those
For
over there,
$5
yes.
a piece?
Got all my equipment sitting next to them.
Not that we would endorse
burst into
it.
Flames.
Not that we would endorse it, but they look like they'd be fun to shoot with a rifle.
Right. Or
Okay.
they could be good door stops.
Door stops.
Because they still have stuff in them.
They still have stuff in them, yeah.
Right, so they're heavy.
Right. Is that Sharon? No, you keep going. She's like, dead panic struck her face. Huh? Who? What? Sharon? I don't know who you're talking about. Anybody worked here named that? All right.
That
so
picture
anyway,
is uncanny, Jim. That
you
looks
love it,
just
don't
like you, doesn't it?
Doesn't it?
Isn't that a good
Little
picture,
bit of
Brooks?
hair on the side of my heads. Yeah, I'll take a picture of
No
it.
nose.
Huh?
I forgot your nose.
Here's what I'm going to do. For those that are Facebookers, go to Facebook right now. What's it called? I forgot.
Facebook Live. Yeah,
We're
yeah.
gonna
Just
do-
knock us off TV and
Oh,
knock
are
us
we-
off the radio. And
We're
knock
going
us
to be off the
internet.
radio here in just a minute.
Yeah, that's
So
fine.
go to Facebook, Jim Weller. Right now, we're going to go to Facebook Live. We're done. Thank you, Delaware 105.9. Everybody have a good weekend, and happy Easter. All right, here we go. Now we are on Facebook Live.
Right.
Okay. Where's Colin?
And we're still on
There it
Cozy
is.
TV, Jim.
Oh, we're still on Cozy TV. So if you're watching
Got
on
about a minute
TV,
left.
we are now on Facebook Live. So now you can switch over from TV to Facebook Live. Just look up Jim Weller there. The store is open. We're busy. We got to get to work. We got to get done with this. I want to say happy anniversary to my young bride, Denise. I also want to say thank you to Colin and Brooks and Colin and everybody that made all this happen. And I want to encourage you to fellowship with me tomorrow morning at Eagle's Nest in Milton at 9:30. And is anybody watching us?
Yes.
We are. Yes. Mike, you're not working today? But anyway, Norman, you're not working either? What's going on? How do I get both of us in this picture? Is that better?
Why? Oh, boy, you just messed it up for
Oh, I
everybody.
did mess it up for everybody. How in the world?
Got 30 seconds left on TV, Jim.
All right, everybody. I want to say happy Easter to you all. Thank you for tuning in. This was our first show that was 2 hours long. If you want to be involved, if you have any questions, if you want to advertise, just shoot me a message at 337-7300. You dial the phone and then talk to me. Okay?
People saying, I didn't think this would ever get over. I'm trying to watch Wyatt Earp here.
Well, he's coming up. He's coming up. All right.
Happy Easter.
Happy Easter. See y'all. Bye. Here's the drawing, folks.